Hello and welcome everyone to a rainy Burlington airport. Yes, that's right. That's the Aerobask Eclipse 550 sitting on the ramp ready for us to depart. This is the default Burlington. I apologize for that. Not a whole lot of high quality freeware or payware for Burlington right now that is really a whole lot different than what you get here from the default. So it works. It works combined with ortho. Yeah, it gets the job done. And tonight we're down here because Boston Virtual ARTCC is hosting another midweek GA event. It involves Portland and it involves Boston Logan. So we thought we'd break out the BizJet today and just have a little fun in this little light personal jet, the Eclipse 550. So without any further ado, let's get started. And I'm going to go ahead and run through a little bit of the setup. I don't always do this, but I thought it might be kind of fun to work through this part of the process with you guys. And of course, the main reason I'm doing it is not because I know what I'm doing per se. Definitely still on the learning side of things, but it's good to get feedback from people. So I'm going to put this out there right now, tell you kind of what I'm thinking, and you can help out as you see fit. Obviously, if somebody pops in here that knows more about flight planning than I do, that I'm all ears. I'm all about learning and yeah. So we're on the ground right now, Burlington. The first leg here, and these are both short legs. We're going to go from Burlington to Portland, and then from Portland down to Boston. So these are very, very short legs for this particular aircraft. I mean, 132 miles, we're going to be doing, probably a good 220, if not more. We're not going to get up to flight level 230. In fact, I'm looking at the world low just because of that. So I'm thinking more like we'll be like a 170 in on today's flight, just because again it's not very long. But I think if you own one of these, this would be the type of flight you'd be taking, right? I don't know how long it'd take to drive from Burlington to Portland, but I guarantee you're not getting there in 38 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna just try that out. And so let's see. There is a departure. It's the Burlington 9 departure, and generally speaking, you depart kind of to the west. Let's see what we have going on here for weather. I've got live weather active, and winds are calm. Oh, maybe they'd clear us out to the east here. Um, if that's the case, we could put 29 or 81. We could put Montpelier as our initial waypoint. So BTV 9 with Montpelier. Let's put that in there and just see. I mean, that would be an awesome kind of short way to go here. And then after that, might be direct, honestly. Um, yeah, I suppose a guy could go down here and pick up Lebanon and then kind of come over here to Sanford. But man, with the weather, I don't know if I want to go that way to begin with. It would almost make more sense to vector north of the weather, although I don't know if you're going to get north unless you go clear up here to Bar Harbor or something. Bangor maybe would get you there, but yeah, that's way out of the way. I think we might be able to just kind of slice right through here. So we will file that. It's going to be the BTV 9, the Burlington 9. I'm making some notes here, then I'll pull up XPilot with the Montpelier transition, and then we'll just see what um, ATC has to say. By the way, why are we in Burlington? Well, we flew up here from Shenandoah Regional earlier today. It was a really nice flight and beautiful country on both ends. And so I thought it would be just a nice kind of continuation to head down to Portland and then head down from Portland to Boston. So hey, how's it going? I didn't realize I didn't have the webcam on. So we'll go Burlington to Portland, and then probably our alternate would actually be Boston in this case, since we're going there anyway. And Burlington 9, is it the Burlington 9? I think it's Burlington 9. Yeah, Burlington 9 with the Montpelier, Mike Papa Victor. We are definitely slant Lima, even though we're not going to get that high today, so we'll say slant Gulf. Would that change if you're RSVM capable, but you're not going that high? Would that change? Yeah, we'll leave it there. That's a good question for anyone in the chat right now that might know the answer to that. Let's see. I bet we could be departing here. Let's give ourselves a half an hour, although I don't know that we'll need that long. Unless Starfly shows up. If she shows up, we may have to we may have to slow down a little bit. Boy, that if you've never watched her, man, she is thorough. It is so fun to watch her go through her pre-flight pre-flight routine. Yeah, good fix and same question. This plane definitely is certified to top altitudes up in the 300s, and so it's definitely slant Lima when you get up there high. But um, so I probably ought to file it as slant Lima, but that's okay. What were we thinking? About 38 minutes. We'll say 40 just conservatively. And I'm going to go ahead and have 3 hours of fuel on board just because I'm not going to fuel up when we get to Portland. I'm going to try to do a little quick turnaround. Cruise speed, we'll probably try to keep it about 220. And our altitude heading east, we need, what did I say, 170, 17,000. I don't know if we'd be cleared to any higher than that anyway. All right, that's filed. We'll let the ATC take a look at it. We do have Boston Center on right now, 3470. We will contact him for our clearance. And yeah, all right. So let's hop in. Let's get things fired up in the old Eclipse. It's a fun little plane from Aerobask. It has its quirks. I mean, it has its thing. Um, Yeah, I'm kind of thinking you're right, Good Fixins. I am, and that would be just a good question to ask somebody, yeah, that is a real life pilot or has maybe some more ATC expertise than I do. Um, all right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take all of the ground covers off. We're gonna take the chocks off. We're gonna close the door. Probably heard that get a little quieter. What are my sounds? Let's crank the sounds up a little bit just as we go, and then we'll throw the noise canceling headphones on a little bit later on. Let's make sure also that we have full tanks of gas here. 3 hours. This plane, it's fast, it's fun. It does not have much range, so yeah, you're about 3 hours. That's about what you get, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We'll turn the battery, and actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to hook up the GPU just to get us started. I noticed when I did my first flight today, I was a little bit low on the batteries, so I don't know if this is a constant state aircraft and if it remembers that, but we'll use the GPU to help us out. Systems battery coming on. One of the big things I love about this plane is the 750 and the 650. I love that. That is my favorite avionics package.
Happy birthday, Frontier 2480,
Ooh.
passing through 8,200 for 140 on the departure.
We're already tuned into Boston here.
Boston Center, good evening, thank you. Climb and maintain follow 220.
Is it Sheet's birthday for real? Or are people just messing with him?
Boston Center, this is Delta 175 with you at
All right.
400, please.
Let's just take a quick look here, and I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to let's hop over here. Let's get off of Boston Center so we can talk. It's not his birthday, so they're just messing around with him. All right. I wondered about that. Hey, Kitty Monster. How are you, man? All right, here we go. Power lever, by the way, power lever, everything is down. Flaps are up. Brakes are set. We'll confirm that. Yep, parking brakes are set. All that's up here as well. Gears down, flaps up, brakes set. Oh, all right. They love to pick on him. What do you think, Good Fixins? What do you think of his cat cam? I love it. It's him. It's just bizarre and crazy, and it just works. All right. Flaps. Let's go ahead. Speaking of flaps, let's punch them down here. That's working. Indicated takeoff. Indicated landing. Hopefully here. And maybe, yep, there we go. You can't really see, unfortunately. They're kind of in a spot where you can't really look and see. But we can tell with the indicator here, with the display. We'll put them back up. Those are working properly. That's a good thing. And my trim, let's see. Check the trims here. Aileron, rudder, elevation, or elevators, all looking good. GPU is connected, doors closed. Oxygen is looking good. Yep, that's working. We're going to set this to norm. Even though we're only going to 17,000, we'll still need a little bit of pressurization. So it's good to have that in. You know, one thing I need to look at, does this have... Okay, this is not one of those planes that has the... Some of the planes I have actually limit the amount of O2 and de-icing that you have on board, and I did use the anti-icing stuff when I flew from Shenandoah Regional into Burlington earlier today. So if this was a constant state airplane, I wanted to check on that, but it doesn't look like it is. All right, so the left and right gens are off. Everything else is off. That's good. We need that. All these are in, even though none of them are simulated. We're going to go ahead. Bus ties are going to come to auto. ELT is armed. External lights as required. Well, we're going to need the beacon light on for sure, just so people know we're in here messing around. And now we can grab a clearance. And Sheets had time to look at that. So let's see if we can get a word in edgewise here. Boston Center, November 11816.
11816 Boston. Hello, stand by 1 second.
All right. He knows what we're up to. Again, Burlington 9, Raider Vectors Montpelier, and then direct is what we're hoping for. And yeah, Good Fixins is with me on the cat cam. Yesterday, I watched that cat must have walked back and forth 4 or 5 times. It was hilarious. I hope your Thursday has been good. Mine has been busy, unbelievable. Yes, sir. On the ground, Burlington, with the weather, would like to make an IFR request to Portland.
Sir, 11816, are you able to see dog 3 arrival?
That's a firm.
November 11816, cleared to the Portland Airport via the Burlington 9 departure. Raider Vectors Montpelier. Direct Sea-Dog, Charlie Delta Oscar Golf Golf. And then the Sea-Dog 3 arrival. Squawk 4754.
All right, cleared to Portland, Burlington 9 departure, Raider Vectors Montpelier, Sea Dog, and the Sea Dog 3 arrival. Will maintain 10,000, squawk 4754, November 11816.
Air 11816, read back correct. Advisory taxi, expect 1833, Burlington altimeter 2982.
33, and we'll give you a call for taxi 816.
Flight 213, turn right slowly.
All right, so let's put all that information in here. Ooh, gosh.
881, contact
Yep, I
Boston,
still had my
413.0. Have a good night.
last squawk code, my transponder code. So this must be at least somewhat a constant state aircraft, because the fuel and the transponder were all what you would say. Hey, look at that. I think that's traffic. Is that cool or what? Is that traffic? What is that? Is that somebody flying? It's got to be. That's got to be traffic. I don't know what that is, but why would they say it's below us? Anybody know what that black diamond with the arrow is? What the heck is that? That's what traffic looks like. Yep, there it is. Sure enough. It's apparently it's that maybe that means it's on the descent, kind of going away from us. That's awesome. That is awesome. This plane is full of surprises. All right, 29er82. Wait. What? I can't do 29er82. Did I screw that up? Was anybody listening? What was my squawk code? It can't be 29er82. Was it 2782? It can't be 2782 either, can it? Oh, that was the altimeter. Duh. Oh, 4754. That was 29er82 was the altimeter. Okay. I can't read my own notes. 4754. Yeah. Yeah, this plane, good fixins'. I'm telling you what, like I say, it has its quirks. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but it's sneaky good. It really is. All right, we're cleared to 10,000. The sky view is something I'm kind of getting used to as well. It's a little bit different, but I kind of like it as well. The sky view in combination with the 750 is really makes it really easy. All right, flight plan. Let's see here. So we're going to take off from Burlington. And we won't put the Burlington 9 in because all it's going to do is tell us that we need to go to Montpelier. And then we're going to go to Sea Dog. And then we're going to go to Portland. That was my bad not looking, by the way, at Portland's arrivals. I should have done that when I was flight planning. That was my bad. All right, here's one of the quirks. I need to get the Portland ATIS, so 090. That's really what I need. So landing east. So I'm guessing it would be something like probably an ILS 11, Sea Dog 11, and the transition for this arrival. Oh boy, let's see.
Up to 240, thank you, 9834.
Or Sea Dog to KC. What would we be doing here? It wouldn't be Cambridge. It wouldn't be Keene. We're already past that. It'd be Sea Dog. All these are past where I would be. So I'm going to say none. And then the approach is going to be, again, the transition for the approach is going to be none. Okay. All right. Well, fingers crossed that's what we need. change our CDI to GPS, and again, we're going to need to just take a quick look since we're being cleared on runway 33. Let me pull up the Burlington 9 and let's just double check. Make sure there's not something crazy here. So takeoff runways 33. We're going to climb on an assigned heading for vectors. So they're going to probably tell us climb heading 180 or something. Okay, so we'll just wait for that. We'll pick that up as we're going. All right, good deal. Okay, clearance is obtained. Altimeter, that was what we had written down there, 2982. So one thing I like about the Skyview is some of these are not great. Look at there. There's another plane flying across us, showing up on our TCAS. Yeah, Kenny, I did get the ATIS. I just forgot. All right, I flip-flopped the ATIS with my squat code. Okay, so we've got the altimeter set. Our comms are all set for departure. We're going to be staying with center for most of the way. This is what's going on here, by the way. Portland is pretty fully covered. I would guess they're all the way down probably to ground. Boston, same way. By the way, if you're looking at flying somewhere, this northeastern part of the United States, southeastern part of Canada is a good spot tonight. A lot of traffic all the way down here to the DC area. Looks like we've got a bunch of guys coming up here from Atlanta. Oh, they're going to Reagan. And we must have something, a little crossfire here. That's cool. Cancun. Oh, they've got an event. Awesome. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Across the mini pond. Yeah, sure enough, that's tonight. So Houston ARTCC. Very cool. So lots of options. We're at kind of the eastern part of North America, northern part of South America. Looks like the place to be tonight. Oh my goodness. At least they're not saying meow. They did that to him one night. That drove me nuts. Well, we don't have Portland approach or anything just yet, so we won't worry about presetting that. We'll get that when we pick those guys up. Transponder is set. And I'm actually just going to do this. Let's turn the altitude reporting on. Squawk and Charlie on X-Pilot. Okay, we're ready for engine start. We're above 23 volts, which is what we need. We're going to put the starter battery on. And this is a pretty simple plane to start. Click it to start. Monitor, monitor, monitor. There we go. Everything is automated here. It's way cool, very simple to operate. And things are stabilizing. I think we have a good start. Gen's coming on. We can go ahead and take off the ground power unit. And we'll get number one going.
Delta 2321 Boston Center, good evening. Clear direct Roebuck, climb and maintain fall 210. Direct Roebuck 210, Delta 2321. Jazz 700, contact New York approach 128.12. Have a good day.
Well, you can see on the weather radar just kind of what we have to look forward to. Have to keep a close eye on our outside air temp, and we may have to employ some ice protection. All right, everything looks like it's powering up like it should. Gen 2 coming on. Sorry, Gen 1 coming on. And we don't need any anti-ice just yet. We don't need windshield defog either. But we're just about ready to taxi. Let's give ourselves a little taxi briefing. We're over here, and runway 33 is going to be a simple taxi for us. In fact, we might even be down here. But it's going to be probably Kilo to Juliet, and that's it. Our biggest challenge is going to be getting a word in edgewise. And Boston, November 11816, Burlington at Heritage, ready for taxi.
November 11816, runway 33, taxi via Charlie, Kilo, Juliet.
Charlie, Kilo, Juliet, 11816. Alrighty.
Southwest 1124, cross BVA to maintain 8.
Charlie, Kilo, which way would Charlie be? Which way am I facing here? I think I'm facing directly away from where I need to go. I'm facing west. So yeah, I need to kind of hang at 180. I'll probably just make a right-hand turn here. And that'll get me over on Charlie. I think Charlie is just to my right, and that'll lead me to Kilo. Okay, transponder is on, and we need taxi lights. Put the nav lights on, taxi lights on, and I do have that turned on. Yep, so I have the time slider bumped back just a little bit so we don't lose all of our lights. Tap the toe brakes. Let's make sure the brakes are working. And they are? All right.
So Mike Lima, thanks. Cross Ebb dot and maintain 1000 to Burlington altimeter 29882. Okay, well, what was the fix again, Mike Lima? Ebb dot Echo Bravo.
I think that's, yep, Charlie there. Charlie to Kilo. Right hand turn on Charlie, left on Kilo, right. Sorry. Right Charlie, left Kilo. No. Right Charlie, right Kilo. Kind of an angled right hand turn, and then a left on Juliet. You know, good fixins. That's actually a great idea. That's actually a really good idea. I may amend my flight route. Do you think I could get the Eclipse into Bayport? That's a great idea, man. I'm going to think about that. If we need to, we could always change up. We could go into Boston, and we'd have to probably change the time because Bayport closes at night. But yeah, let's give it a try. What do you say? We'll be ready for departure, November 11816.
Perfect. Fly runway heading, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 33, clear for takeoff, November 11816. Okay, that's Juliet. That's our spot. We are looking for 91 on the rotation speed. I've set flaps for takeoff. Landing lights coming on. Strobes coming on. All right, Fixins, you may have convinced me. We may shoot Portland straight down to Bayport here in the Eclipse. That might be kind of fun. That is coming up tomorrow. I'm pumped. It's going to be 2 awesome days. All right, final is clear. Runway is clear. We're just going to roll on through here. I think I actually have runway setting on the heading bug right now already, which is even better. Okay, here we go. Airspeed is alive. 70, 80, looking for 91. There's 91. And we're airborne. Positive rate, gear up. Selected. Indicated. Hold the runway heading, please. We're looking at a climb out speed of about 130. Pitching for 130. Flaps up. Initial clearance to 10,000, so we'll just hold that for now. I'm going to arm the heading right now. I'm going to also arm the altitude or the altitude change, and we're going to turn the 11816 climbing through 1,900.
Sir, 11816, thank you. Maintain 10,000 for traffic, but clear direct Montpelier.
Maintain 10,000, clear direct Montpelier, November 11816. Okay, cool. So we're on heading mode right now. Oh, man. Okay, so flight plan, Montpelier, we're going to go direct to, enter, and okay, so we have to turn around here. So I'm actually going to do this. I think we're gonna just make a left-hand turn, kind of heading back to the south. I'm just sort of looking at my heading bug here. I think if we turn to the south, then we can pick it up and start heading to Montpelier. How about that view? Redneck Love and Life, you came at the right time, my friend. Look at that. See you, Burlington. What a beautiful place. Holy cow. Love to visit. Boston comms are losing it, man.
He's streaming, guys. Go check him out on Twitch.
Oh, that's just freaking gorgeous. Oh, alright. Easy now. Easy now, guys.
I'm watching him on Twitch right now.
Same.
Alright. Montpelier, direct to, enter, nav.
What's this Twitch?
SH3ED.
When the cat's away, the mice will play. Tell you what.
Reading his Twitch comments on frequency.
Alright, so we're
What's on Twitch?
closing in 10,000. And when he listens back on his VOD, naughty, naughty. 17,000, 11816.
Sea-Dog, American 396.
Okay, we'll keep this climb going. Oh, yeah, I was trying to level out a little bit here, so let's do altitude change. Let's spin it up. So here's one of the quirkinesses of this plane. They've got to fix this. So you can clearly see if you spin it up, it says down, and when you spin it down, it says up. That's how it should be. But watch what happens. Well, first of all, I'm not going at 1500, but watch what happens to my vertical speed. If I spin it down, this should go down, right? So I'm spinning toward the DN. You can see it clearly increases. So that feels backwards to me, but that's again just a little small thing. Way more things about this plane to love, though, to just to complain about something small like that.
132.2, can I get a kiss?
That's what they were doing last night, is requesting a kiss. Things just got kind of weird last night.
Send me a Roebuck 3 on service 2980 right, Delta 5799.
Everybody's having fun. That's what I like to see. I'd much rather see that, hear that, than people fighting back and forth about stuff and people taking things too seriously. I don't mind. I don't mind. Hey, we're about to break out. Right in your living room. Just about out of it here, guys.
Center 128.77. Have a nice night.
2877 Southwest Sun Mike, happy birthday.
All right, so guys, if you tuned in a little bit late,
Via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway 4 right.
Good Fixins has convinced me to attempt to take the Eclipse jet into Bayport. We were going to try to go from Portland to Boston, but I think we're going to try to shoot it. I think we're going to try to shoot down there. Let's see if we can put this baby down at Bayport. We should have just enough light to do it. It may take a little bit of flight planning, but you guys can help me out. All right, there is 1,000 to go. And
Boston Center, good day. November 6656 at 13,000 inbound to Lobster.
what do we have here? About 6 minutes to Montpelier.
Cross Skogs at and maintain 11000 and repeat the
I need to update my
29er, 7er.
29er, November 6656.
American 2515
Okay.
cleared. Actually, yeah, cleared at Cambridge. Charlie Alpha Mike. Towards Cambridge, American 25.
Portland, Oregon? No. You're not getting very far, by the way, cross country in the Eclipse, buddy. Draw a giant arc 3 hours away from Portland, Oregon, and that's as far as you're possibly going to get.
1124, contact New York approach 128.12. Have a good night.
We could do a cross country. It would just be several stops.
Metro 5467.
So what would you do? Portland, Oregon to like Boise, and then Boise to probably about Kansas City. Kansas City to like Chicago. Chicago, I don't know if you could make it from Chicago. Probably Chicago to Boston. Probably could do it in about 2 stops. Minneapolis, St. Paul, yeah. How far is it from Portland to Minneapolis? Would you make it? Is it? I mean, 3 hours is the max you can put in there. That's like filling up the bathroom with a little bit, with like 5 gallons of jet fuel. You were with me the one time. I'm about to blow the engines up, by the way. Okay, I'm going to pull back, and economy is a 95% N1, so I'm going to put economy here. We're doing 270. We'll back that off. That'll probably keep us at about 270 or so. Yeah, all of a sudden I'm purposing, and I don't know why. I have to see if that keeps going. But you saw the one stream I did with this plane. I went from Tampa. I tried to go from Tampa to Baltimore, I think, and it was every last drop of fuel. I think I was on the ground with 20 minutes of fuel left.
Metro 5467, clearance when you're ready.
All right, I'm going to have to come off of my autopilot and get it trimmed out here, because we're going to, this porpoising deal is driving me nuts. Okay, autopilot coming back on. Fell off the route a little bit here. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're just going to porpoise. I think that means we're going a little too fast, honestly. Let's pull back on the power a little bit. See if we can slow down. We filed 220. We don't need to be going 270. Not sure what's getting into us here, but that'll help us. There we go. That's helping us getting leveled out a little bit easier. Salt Lake, if you have to. That's a Delta hub. Okay. Minneapolis and Detroit. You know, Kenny, it'd be funner to do stuff like making a stop at Wells or something. You know, if you're in an Eclipse, you don't want to stop at Salt Lake and pay for that expensive avgas. You know, if we're thinking about it, you want to stop somewhere like, you know, St. Paul downtown or something like that. We'll call it Delta. You want to stop in a place where there's enough people to see your private jet. but where you're not having to pay for an arm and a leg to get, you know, for landing fees and fuel and stuff like that.
297 on American 396.
The other thing about this plane, by the way, if you've
American 309, contact Boston,
never
approach 133.0, have a good night.
never experienced it, is it's not a spin. It's not a. If you try to use the middle spinning wheel, the scroll wheel, it doesn't work. It's a hold and click. So you get it on the spot, and you have to click to change your heading or altitude or whatever. But then there are several spots where you can actually just click right on, and like I say, you can just punch things in here like so, which is kind of nice.
586 Boston Center, good evening, climb and maintain 220. Maintain 220, key line 556.
Oh, heck yeah, I'd be up for something like that, Kenny. This is a great plane. You can really scoot.
600 for 9,000 direct Nantucket. Number 6656, contact Portland, approach 119.75. Have a good night.
I love stuff like that.
Number 6656, contact Portland, approach 119.75. Good night.
119.75.
All right, I am getting closer to Portland. I do have a Portland approach. I'm going to go ahead and preload that.
2515, clear direct Sea-Dog. Direct Sea-Dog, American 2515.
1975.
Papa Golf, Boston Center, Nantucket altimeter 2982. Expect the ILS for a 24 approach.
Oh gosh, I don't want to switch it.
Expect the ILS for a 24 approach.
Okay.
Delta 5799, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
1330 Delta 57.
That's a good question, Kenny. This plane is you're. All right, let me bump it up to economy N1, which is 95. This plane does about 250. Obviously, the higher up you get, it's probably more like about 220. So I'm not sure. I don't know what the Corsair does. I would categorize this as a quick but not fast jet. I mean, it gets going fast, it climbs fast, it gets moving, it gets up to its top speed in a hurry, but it's not like over the ground. Like you're not doing 300 knots. Of course, again, when you get up at altitude, I know all that math changes. So, I mean, it'll get there, but it's just got these little tiny engines on the back. I tried to set up. Let me see if this works. Tried to set up a little. Oh, there we go. Tried to set up a little wing view. Set up another view here for the people.
Whiskey Boston Center, good evening, cleared to the Portland Airport via radar vectors Fredo, then as filed, climb and maintain 2,000, expect 10,000, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 4724.
Yeah, something like that would be kind of cool.
Sirius 129 Sierra Whiskey, clear to Portland, Fort Fredo,
so I got the right wing and the left wing now.
129 Sierra Whiskey.
215 miles an hour. Yeah, that's pretty doggone good, man. That plane can move, that Corsair. Yeah, so here we go. So I'm at 95. So this is considered economy N1. And I'm doing, I'm going to be about 270, probably at 170. So that gives you an idea. Service ceiling of this is, I don't remember, up about 330, 310 maybe. All right, so speaking of that, all of our pressurization looks good. All this stuff, pressures and temps are looking good. 106 gallons an hour. She's not exactly a fuel efficient hybrid. Let's turn traffic on.
November 799 Bravo Sierra, contact Portland approach 119.75. Have a good night. 1975, thanks. Metro, actually stand by.
Okay, so I think we're heading to Sea Dog right now, if I'm not mistaken.
November 11816, turn right heading 180, vectors for sequence.
Right turn 180, November 11816. Okay. I'm glad that they have a bunch of traffic going to these little airfields. That's awesome.
United 122 Boston Center, good evening.
Oh, I was going to look at flight plan.
3000, that's going to be your final.
Yep, so we're heading to Sea Dog. We've got about 36 miles. So we're gonna get a descent clearance here pretty soon. I'm just happy that we've managed to, well, of course I say that, and here's the weather. There's a big thunderhead building up over there. Wow. Okay, what's our outside air temp? It's negative 13, so when we get into the clouds, probably should think about anti-ice. In fact, I think I will. We'll just put it on right now. Wing stabilizer, left, right engine, and we'll keep the defog on here. Yep, there's the traffic. That's pretty cool. I don't see him yet on my, oh yes, yes I do. No, I don't.
2979.
Okay, so we should, let's pick up the Portland ATIS. I'm grabbing the text version, by the way, from XPilot. It's information Juliet. Winds are 100 at 6. 10 statute miles, a few at 9,500. So not too bad visibility wise. Altimeter 2.9er, sorry, 2.9er, 7.9er. ILS approaches available. Oh, visual runway 2.9er. Sweet.
12532, see you later. Speedbird 209.
I like that. You can get an ILS if you want. We'll probably enter it just to be safe, just to have some backup. But uh-oh, found something for me. I'm getting awful quick here. I'm backing up. I'm going to back down to about 90%. All right, what have you found for me, Redneck Lovin' Life? Seaplane parking. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you, man. Direct Sea Dog 11816. I will take a look at that more closely here in just a little bit. Let me get direct Sea Dog first and figure out how to get this baby on the ground. Thank you, though, man. That's awesome.
November 11816, cross Sea Dog, gotta maintain 11,000, 4 altimeter 29er, 79er.
Cross Sea Dog at or maintain 11,000, November 11816. Hey, 757 Spy, thank you so much for the raid. Very, very nice of you to stop by, everybody. Welcome to the Boston Virtual Skies. And we're in the Eclipse 550 trying to figure out if we can make our way down to Portland. Good to see everybody. Hope your flight went well. And Dave, I hope you got my message regarding the Saturday event. There was a file I inadvertently left out, so look at that little guy.
Boston Center, hello United, 152
It's just like a mini 757 right there. That's all that is.
United 157 Boston Center, good evening.
So anyway, take a look. There was an OSM file that I had left out, and just want to make sure you have everything so that the scenery looks good.
2000 till established, cleared ILS.
Ryan and Keela, hello, hello, and somebody else, I think somebody else pushed the follow button, yeah. Rajaso, sorry, Rajaso. Thanks, and welcome to Prop Culture. Time for me to slow down a little bit. I don't know why I'm doing 275 when I'm going down to 11,000.
United 122.
Good to have you guys along. You came at just the right time to watch me try to plunk this 550 down. I can almost predict to you what's going to happen. I'm going to be pretty stable all the way down, and I'm going to run out of airspeed about 20 feet above the ground.
Number 11816, contact Portland approach, 119.75. Have a good night.
1975. See you, Sheed.
Take care, United 122, you there?
All right. Need to get a good check-in here. Portland approach. Good evening, November 11816, descending 14.5. Information Juliet on the Sea Dog.
November 11816, Portland approach, good evening. Portland altimeter 2979, expect ILS runway 29.
29er 79, we'll expect ILS 29er 11816. Okay, that's a little different.
Sierra 983, flight heading 360. 360,
All right, so I'm going to have to plug that in actually here really quickly. Procedure. Wait a minute. Because I had, what did I have in there? I had the, yeah, that's not what I want. Portland, remove arrival. All right, let's try this again. We want to load an arrival, ILS 29er. We're going to go, we're on the Sea Dog. I think that's what we want. But none of these are all too far away, so I'm going to say none there. No transition. All right. We are good there. We were told to maintain 11,000, so we're going to do that. How's my speed? My speed's back. I'm looking at the... I'm going to familiarize myself with the 29er approach. 109.9, 290, elevation 76. I need to be down to 3,000. That's kind of the critical information I need right now. So let me put that information in here. 109. Oh, that's convenient. 109.9. Flip that over. Guess high, Kenny says. Keela, I wish I could tell you that he is not accurate on that, but unfortunately he is. It's, yeah. Every once in a while, I'll mess up and slice one in there pretty nicely, but for the most part, yeah. I'm fairly firm. Too much bush pilot in me, I think. I still can't get over that. I love that TCAS on the PFD. It's awesome. Okay, so we're leveling off here, and I'm going to let the speed get down to about 210. I think that's probably fine, just to stay in sequence. I don't want to get too slow. And I'm expecting some vectors here soon, hopefully.
November 11816, descend and maintain 7,000.
7,000, 11816.
Portland approach, American 396 information, Julia, direct Sea Dog.
American 396.
About 1,500 feet per minute.
2979, expect ILS runway 29.
So they must be using the ILS due to a fairly heavy traffic load. you can spread them out a little bit from what I understand.
Contact Tower 120.9.
Helps out with the volume.
Tower 120.9 for Delta 1120. Thanks so long.
Portland approach, American 396, Rex Seagull, information, Juliet.
American 396, Portal approach, Portal altimeter 2979, expect ILS runway 29.
So stick around, you guys that just came over from Dave's stream. We're going to be flying this same plane from Portland down to Bayport, which is a little grass runway, and I'm not 100% sure that we should fly this down there, but we're going to give it a try.
November 8240 Mike, I'm actually going to be vectoring you to the airport, continue on the present course.
We'll hop down, we'll get on the ground, we'll make a quick turnaround and depart down to the New York airspace. We've got an event coming up tomorrow that features Bayport, and so we're going to go down there and just give you a little preview.
November 17 Alpha Whiskey, flight heading 360.
360, 7 Alpha Whiskey.
All right, so we're below 10,000, and
November 17 Alpha Whiskey, maintain 2000.
landing taxi lights. I forgot to turn those off, you guys. That's not good. Those are on. Altimeter set. Anti-icing now can come off. We're kind of down below that mischief. And my outside air temp is 5 above. I'll turn the window defog off as well. I think we're in good shape there.
122, portal approach, portal altimeter 2979, expect ILS runway 29.
All right, we'll brief the approach here. We've got the
United 122, flight heading 090, descend and
got the
maintain
basics. All right, so we have a initial altitude of 3,000. We've got a decision height at 256, which is basically 200 feet, a little bit less than 200 feet above the airport elevation. If we go missed, we're going to climb to 700, and then we're going to make a left-hand turn to 3,000, direct to the Kennebunk VOR and hold. So left-hand climbing turn to 3,000 if we go missed. We are going to be vectored, I'm almost positive, on a left-hand traffic pattern here.
17 Alpha Whiskey, airport, 11 o'clock, 5 miles, report in sight.
We're not going to be, doesn't look like we're going to be given Kennebunk, which is one of the initial fixes.
November 17 Alpha Whiskey, contact tower 120.9.
All right, how about we keep about 180?
Gotta go slower than this.
It's a fairly good speed at 7,000. Okay, so approach is briefed.
On departure,
When we do get on the ground, by the way,
1700 for 3000.
as always, we're looking for the fanciest of FBOs. And where would that be? Well, it's going to be there's an FBO there and one up here. So I'm guessing we'll be making a right-hand exit, kind of taxiing past the terminal up here to the FBO. I have default scenery, so it's not like I'm going to be seeing a signature or something like that, but we'll expect a right-hand turnoff, I guess. That's kind of the main thing. Maybe around Echo. Okay. So I'm going to leave this information up on my other screen so I know what to expect. And yeah, let's see what happens.
Expect ILS 29 American 2515.
American 329.
Here's the one big X factor, by the way, of going into Bayport. Good fixins. I'm wondering if I need to bump my time slider back just a little bit, because Bayport is one of those airports that closes at dark. It's not lighted.
November 799 Bravo Sierra, flight heading 020.
I need to get X camera. Why is it smoking? Well, that's just kind of how we roll, man. We burn the petrol. We're currently a very fuel efficient 79 gallons an hour. Try hitting X. Usually stops. I don't know what that does, Brosenberg, so I'm leery to do that. Usually I manage to break things on my own.
United 122, descend and maintain 5,000.
All right.
080 and
So
down
I've got
to
a bunch of
5,000,
traffic here
22.
to my left. I think those guys are on the ground. And yes, indeed,
November 799 Bravo
looks
Sierra,
like
descend
we
and maintain
are
2,500.
on the vector here. Are we on a vector, or did they turn us on a heading? I don't remember them. We're not on a heading. We're actually on the nav. We must have done something right here. We're going out to Yoman. Okay, we're going out to Yoman. So we're still on the approach. Yeah, we're still on the approach. All right, I was a little bit confused there for a second. So we went Sea Dog to Casey. We made that turn, and now we're coming out here to Yoman. And it's going to bring us around town. Bring us around town here, and I think that's our airfield.
American 329, proceed direct Kennebunk.
So we'll just kind of follow. We've not been given a vector, so we'll just follow that, and until we're told different.
November 824 Sierra Mike, contact Tower
The airfield's just down here somewhere, actually.
120.9, number 824.
So kind of a left downwind, extended left downwind.
799er, Bravo Sierra, reduce final approach speed 170, please.
170.79.
What a great TCAS. Look at that TCAS. Holy cow, gives you vectors. That is awesome, guys. Holy cow. Like I said,
329, contact Boston
this
Central,
little plane, it's
1.7,
sneaky good.
34.7, American 329, thanks, we'll see you.
American 2515, descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000, American 25.
And as you can see, we're in trail of
November 799,
this plane right here.
Bravo Sierra,
And it looks like he's bringing pretty much everybody around. He maybe has vectored that guy to cut the edge off here. I don't know where this guy's going. Maybe he's coming around to intercept and come in. I don't know. That's pretty cool.
November 799, Bravo
All right,
Sierra,
Rosenberg.
5 miles from Pete, maintain 2,000.
Appreciate the event, by the way. Thanks. Tell your friends how much I love the midweek GA stuff. I look forward to it every month. This is the first thing I put in my calendar are the BVA events. So you guys do an awesome job. Thank you so much. So now Rosenberg's putting pressure on me to go to Boston. Good Fixins is putting pressure on me to go to go down to Bayport. What do I do? What do I do? I'm so easily swayed. All right, anything else here on the descent checklist? No. We're going to be looking for an approach speed of about 110. We're going to be looking for a ref of about 95. Just put those numbers in my head.
Approach runway 29er.
Clear visual approach, runway 29er, 799, Bravo Sierra.
United 122, flight heading 360.
By the way, if you're counting at home, Portland right now, 20 arrivals and 6 departures. That's awesome. Logan is...
11816.
That's us.
Descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, 11816. All right.
American 396, reduce speed 220, please.
I was about to say Logan was not much more than that, which is pretty cool. All right, there we go. Altitude change, and we're going to be heading down. Again, about 1,500 feet a minute I think will be good for us. That'll keep our speed fairly well under control. I'm going to pull back and try to maintain about 180. Boston is 31 departures and 20 arrivals. So that's pretty darn cool that Portland is getting a little bit more than half of what Boston is on a Thursday. Something about this plane's just so foreign, Aquafunk. 070 816. It is. I can't lie, Aquafunk. It's got a lot of glass. It's got a lot of fancy schmancy. Sometimes you just have to do it, though, man. You just have to do it. All right. Well, we're getting vectors to final. So now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to change our CDI over to localizer 1. There we go. We need to change our approach course to 290. I'm trying to show you all these ways that you can change things with this True Glass. Sky View, I guess is what it's called. So 290, 3000, that's on our way down to 3000, November 11816. Up, we've got a localizer. I think that's a glide slope coming in. And we're a little quick here, but we're on the descent. And as soon as we level off, we're going to get one more good vector, probably about 360, maybe even a little bit more, 330. And
Remember 11816, say airspeed.
11816, we're 194 knots.
Remember 11816, can you give me any faster?
A-firm, what do you need?
Remember 11816, 220, please.
220, November 11816. Yeah, that's not a problem.
The 11816, flight heading 360.
360, November 11816. Yep, that's not a problem, my friend. Whoops, heading. Heading. There we go. 220. Oops, that's a little quick. It's definitely different. And you know, early on today I flew the Porter a little bit, which is all steam, which is what I really love. I love that. But I want to fly this plane a little every now and again just to stay semi-current with what's going on. So here's why he's speeding us up. We got this this guy behind us. This must be a fairly good sized airplane if he's needing 220. Whoops, we're slowing down again, darn it. Come on, baby. Now that we're level, we're losing airspeed.
11816, fly heading 320, intercept the localizer.
320, intercept the localizer, 11816. All right, here we go. There's 320. And arm the approach mode. And our speed come back up to 220. I'm guessing we're probably going to need to maintain a pretty good forward speed till about 5 DME, which for us would be at SOP. SAPPE, which is where we're at right now. All right, now that we're established, I'm sure we can start to bring things back a little bit.
11816, 2 miles from SAP, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, clear the LS 29 approach.
Maintain 3000 till established, cleared for the ILS runway 29er approach 11816. We'll try to keep the speed up just a little bit.
Remember 11816, maintain 170 knots or greater until Pete.
170 or greater till Pete, 11816. All right, so we can see Pete is coming up here in just a little bit. This plane will slow down actually very quickly, so we'll keep it up just so we don't. Yeah, this guy behind us is trying to slow down, and yeah, I don't want to put him in a bind here, so we'll keep our speed up. We do have somebody in front of us, so it's not like we want to overrun that guy. All right, so we're now on the glide slope. I'm going to go ahead and set the go-around altitude. Let's over to tower 120.9 or November 11816. Should have had that already set.
American 396, 2 miles from SAP, fly heading 320, maintain 3000 until
All right, there we go. Anyway, we don't want to overrun this guy ahead of us. Tower, good evening. November 11816 on the ILS 29er.
November 11816, Portland Tower, wind calm, runway 29er, clear to land, following a dash 8.
Runway 29er cleared to land, November 11816. All right, we're going to climb. Okay, so we have the go-around altitude set. We're going to make a left-hand turn, climbing out to 3,000 to Kennebunk if we need the go-around. And we're number 2, and we've just hit our spot where we can slow down. Pete. So I'm going to pull back on the throttle, and like I said, this plane it speeds up pretty quickly and it slows down pretty quickly. Yeah, Spy, I just got lucky on this one. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't dark when I came in here, but I couldn't have. I definitely couldn't have timed that much better. We'll get it down below 150. We'll throw the first notch in. We're getting kind of close, so we need to get things configured. Now below 160, so first notch of flaps coming in. And try to get down to around 140 for gear.
Portland Tower, American 396, ILS 29er.
American 396, Portland Tower, wind calm. Number
Technically
2,
could go.
Eclipse
We're going to
jet,
go ahead and go
runway
right
29er,
now.
clear to land.
There's gear.
396.
And again, we're looking for 110 on the glide here and 95 for a VREF tonight. Okay, final notch of flaps coming in. And I'm seeing 3 green and flaps set to landing. We're configured. Taking the autopilot off. Let's have some fun.
American 396, reduce to final first speed.
Oh boy, and instantly my nose gets down, I get low. All right, Kenny Monster, what did you put? 305? Challenge accepted. Brossenberg, an optimistic negative 70, and I'm already low and unstable, so I do appreciate that, man. And I'm slow. Can we recover? We should be just declaring a go-around right now, but we're not going to. We're going to salvage it. We've got a lot of bush pilot in us, so we know we've got a long time to make the fix here.
Roger, thanks very much. Have a good night too. United 122, taxiing back to the gate.
And again, a right-hand turn is what we're expecting after we get down on the ground. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for the follows and the cheers or whatever that is. I'll definitely chat with you here once we get down on the ground. Lights are on. Everything is ready to go. Kind of a flat approach here.
Climb.
Climb? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm a little bit right of center.
Clear of conflict. Clear of conflict.
Climb. Oh, I'm seeing that guy on the taxi rate. Holy, what in the heck just happened right there? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was an example of how a truly terrible approach can still turn into a halfway decent landing. Let's get off the runway here for the American that's on our 6 o'clock. Wow. I hope somebody clipped that.
1816, welcome to Portland, contact ground point 9er.
Rosenberg, over to ground point 9er, 11816. Right there, my man. Yeah, that's never, ever happening again, so enjoy that. People that just came over from 757's stream, that just does not happen. That's just something that flat out does not happen. Okay, let me stop here. Let's get the heart started again. Let's go to 121.9er. Holy cow. All right. You know, on the one hand, you kind of want to be happy because it was a really nice landing rate, but on the other hand, you're like, that was about as brutal an approach as a guy can fly. So it's a win-lose, which is typical for me. Good news, bad news deal. That ground, Eclipse November 11816. We're clear. Runway 29 are heading to the FBO.
Number 11816, you can taxi the FBO via Alpha Charlie 118.
Alpha Charlie, November 11816. All right. Yeah, so, and I've flown plenty of what I've considered decent approaches and had like mega terrible landings too. So it's kind of nice to have one go the other direction. All right, strobe coming off. Landing lights are off. We're going to go Alpha to Charlie. We're going to park, and here's what we're going to do. We have a decision to make. Do we go to Boston or do we go to Bayport? And I'm just going to totally go based off of votes in the chat. I'm going to take a little quick time out. I'm going to go visit the little captain's room. And so, you know, let's do this. You want Bayport? Put a little B down there. If you want Boston, maybe do an L for Logan or something. And I'll fly wherever you guys want. Oh, I'm seeing Boston from Mateo. Mateo's saying Boston. All right. Brossenberg, who's working ground, wants Boston. Yeah. Land that thing in Bayport, good fix and say. And I guess there's nothing that says what. If I back the time slider up, we could probably do both. From the two controllers. All right. Well, let me get over to the FBO. Let me take a little stretch break here, and you know what? We might as well. We can do both. I'll just, if it's okay with you guys, I'll back the time slider up just a little bit so we can get to Bayport in the daylight. In fact, how about we do this? Let's go to Boston in the time we have right now, which is still time warped back a little bit, because we might catch some pretty darn cool night lighting heading into Boston. And then from Boston, we'll bump the slider back and we'll try to just zip down to Bayport. Shouldn't be long in this plane. And that way we can just get both. And that'd be all right. That was, yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Look at 777 over there, yeah. And for everybody flying into these airfields, man, that's awesome. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for supporting Boston Virtual, ARTCC. These guys are the best, man. They're the best in VATSIM, and it's really cool what they set up for us on a fairly regular basis, us GA guys. So I'm happy to see so many people that come down and fill up these little tiny airports on a Tuesday and a Thursday. So keep that stuff up. Okay, I think we've got, here's some hangars. We probably could park right there. Let's I got another GA like a King Air looking thing over there. Let's go over by that guy and we'll park. And then, like I say, it'll be a quick turnaround. I just need about 2 seconds, and maybe a little bit more than 2 seconds, but then we'll plan our flight to Boston, and we'll make it a 3-legger tonight. We'll go Boston, then we'll go down to Bayport. What the heck? There's somebody. Is that like a pipistrelle or something? What is that? Imagine there's a few SR-22s in the sky tonight, wouldn't you think? Some torque sim action. We are going to put it over here, though, just for now. Keela, thanks for checking in, by the way. I really appreciate it. It was nice to talk to you, and thanks for coming over. All right, I'm going to set the brake. I'm not even going to power down. And like I said, give me just a second. I'll be right back and talk to you in a sec.
Cargo 9830, already taxi runway 29, remember we are Alpha east of 36 enable.
Sky Cargo 9830, stand by. Sky Cargo 9830, you can taxi to you can taxi 29 Charlie via Golf Charlie. Runway 29 Charlie.
Runway 29 Charlie via Golf Charlie. Any chance we could go down runway 18, hold your runway 29 at 18?
Sky Cargo 9830, say again.
Is there any chance we could go down runway 18 and hold your runway 29 at runway 18?
Sky Cargo 9830, say it one more time, please.
Emirates Sky Cargo 9830, we'll like runway 18 short of 29, and then afterwards you can do the backtrack for runway 29 and depart.
All right, we have some flight planning to do here, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you that stuck with me during the break, appreciate that. Let's just do a quick. This will be a quick one. It's not very far. It's probably shorter than the one we just did. Whiskey Mike to Bravo Oscar Sierra. Oh yeah, it's a short one. 82 miles. We're not even gonna get. I don't even know what we'll get here. I think I'll file 180. Let's see what departures do we have here. We have the Haskell 3, the Portland 6, the Nubel 4. Let's see. It looks like to me. Oh, I don't need that. All right, this is the Haskell 3. It's going westbound. We don't want that one.
Go for it, Sky Cargo
Nubel 4. That's going. That's kind of going to that's going to Calverton. I don't think we want that. That's already. Yeah, so I think we're going to probably be best with just the old Portland 6. Yeah, so we could file this almost direct, but the problem is they're going to want us on an arrival into Boston, so we may just end up filing an arrival here. Let's see which arrival has Portland as a spot, as a fix. There's the Gardner 4. That's not one. J Fund 2. That's coming from the. That's coming more from the west. Who has the Boston arrivals memorized? You can just tell me which one. Norwich 7. Oh, well, you know what? I'm getting insider advice here that we could just file direct. So I'm going to do that. Thank you. Instead of fumbling around. Thank you, Brosberg. Appreciate that. Always looking out for me here. So we're gonna file direct. I guess I always just want to make sure I'm not making it harder on the controllers. I know this says 14 minutes, 83 miles. It's not. I'm gonna say it's gonna be at least a half an hour. I'm hoping we still have about an hour and a half of fuel left. I'm just taking a total guess. We'll be 220-ish, and I wonder if I'll even get 180. Is it worth trying to go to 180? I don't know. Okay. So here's a good question for the controllers. This plane, I believe, technically is slant Lima, but if you're only flying a low airway route, do you still file slant Lima? Flight level 180 is not allowed. Okay. Too high, right? due to altimeter. Oh, yeah, you're right. Duh, that's dumb. All right, well let's see. What do our airways tell us here? I need 5,000, 4,000. I'm seeing 3. Yeah, so maybe what I ought to do instead is just do this. Did I lose my flight plan? Let's just go 160. And crud, I lost my deal here. So that's so double question. If you're slant Lima but you're only flying to 16,000, do you change that equipment suffix, or do you just stay with slant Lima? I truly don't know. File that, baby. You're still slant Lima. All right. Well, I'm apologizing in advance because I changed that erroneously to slant Gulf, and yeah, that's my bad. All right. The other thing I should have done here is I really should have changed this. Okay, so we'll just do that for now. All right. Okay, so we left everything rolling. I'm getting a call here. Sorry about that. That's unfortunately my Google Voice. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. Everybody can see my personal information on my work email, but I thought I had already turned that off. Yeah, so that's filed. We'll give Ground a chance to chew on that for just a second. And while he does that, let's pick up the latest ATIS here. Latest ATIS. I have information Kilo now. And okay, on my note sheet here, information Kilo. We are winds are calm. Broken at 1,200. Broken at 200. Altimeter 2981. And yeah.
Hey, for most 831.
I said 31 runway 29er taxi via Charlie
Looks like they're
Alpha
using 29er for the departures also.
29er be a Charlie Alpha.
Very cool.
180, state 31.
At ground November 11816 with Kilo IFR request to Boston.
Number 11816, was that you calling?
Affirm.
Number 11816, you can contact Portland clearance.
Oh man.
12165.
Ah, sorry, I didn't see those guys there. We'll talk to you in just a few. 11816. All right. We have. I should have known they would have had delivery down here for this event. 12165. Okay. Let's see what these guys tell us. Oh, Rosenberg. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, while I'm waiting, let me check back here on the chat. And Mateo V-Rod, by the way, if I didn't tell you already, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Prop Culture. Keela had to head out. Alkanub. Yep. The big 777 sitting over there. Kenny says the next landing will be 400. Yeah, water finds its level, right, Kenny? Water finds its level. And delivery, good evening, November 11816 with Kilo IFR to Boston.
November 11816, Portland delivery, clearance on request, standby.
All right.
Skywest 44, Portland delivery.
Well, it's kind of cool, like I say, to see the mix of airplanes. There goes a GA guy heading down the way. And we had the big, it looks like a pretty good-sized jet that just took off. Yep, there he goes.
Would you mind reading it back to me?
And it looks like there's another Airbus or 737 getting ready to make his way to 29er.
Portland delivery, American Trees
And look at that little 727 over there. That's awesome.
21.9er has
Heck
flight.
yeah.
Contact ground 121.9.
So those of you that are
American 309er.
new to the stream, this is a GA stream for the most part, and usually has an awful lot to do with bush flying, but every now and again we'll hop in some, I call them my guilty pleasures. One of them are biz jets.
816, can you take the Ocean 5 arrival into Boston?
Affirm 11816.
Was someone else calling for Portland delivery?
No, 11816 were affirm for Ocean 5.
Great. November 11816 cleared to the Boston airport via the Portland 6 departure. Radar vectors Kennebunk, Echo, November, Echo. Then the Ocean 5 arrival. Maintain 3,000. Expect 16,000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.75. Squawk 2020.
All right, clear to Boston, Portland 6, departure radar vectors Kennebunk, then the Ocean 5. We'll maintain 3,000, expect 160, departure is 119.75, squawk 2020, November 11816.
November 11816, read back correct. Advise ground on 121.9er when you're ready to taxi.
We'll call ground for taxi, November 11816. See ya. All right, well, there's some answers to our questions. So 3,000 is already set. Altimeter, I think we said didn't change. 29. Oh yes, it did. 2981 now is the altimeter. We are going to be. I need to look at the Burlington 9. Nope, Burlington 9 is. Yeah, I'll look at that again though, just to refresh my memory. I'll flip that over. I'm going to put tower in there. That's our next one. 121.9. Nope. 120.9er.
Jose 3, 1 Portland grounding on my frequency.
And then 119.75. That'll be departure. All right, very good. Let's take another look here at the Portland 9er. Or sorry, Portland 6. What am I saying? Portland 9er. All takeoff, or runways all. Let's try that again. Takeoff, all runways. Runway heading, or as assigned by ATC. For radar vectors to assigned route, yep, maintain 3,000. And unless they tell you differently, expect clearance to be filed, or expect clearance to filed altitude 5 minutes after. All right. So it's either going to be runway heading or they're going to tell us to fly a certain direction so that we can go toward Kennebunk. Okay. That will work. All right. I'm skipping over a lot of the checklist because I'm already live engine-wise. And oh, look at my fuel. Oh, that's the burn. Sorry. I am a little bit worried about fuel. Can I check fuel on this? I don't know if I can. I may have to hop out here real fast. Dip the dipstick in, and I've got 2 hours of fuel left. I'm still good. I'm a little bit jumpy because I almost ran out of fuel the last time I flew this in the Boston area, and so I'm a little bit. I just try to make sure I've got enough gas. All right. Before taxi, anti-ice not needed. Window defog not needed. We do have our beacon still going. Our nav light is on. I need some lights. I have a feeling I don't have enough lights turned on right now. Doesn't seem like it's done anything to me here. I know I've got this.
Portland ground.
Might be just one of those times of night where it's nothing's nothing's really taken shape here.
November 007
Okay,
Juliet Bravo taxi.
we're sitting
General aviation ramp
facing
Charlie.
south. We just came in here a little while ago, so you'd think we'd be able to find our way out. Yeah, we went to Charlie. We're over here somewhere, so I'm anticipating Charlie to Alpha and crossing runway 18 over here to runway 29er. At ground, November 11816, North FBO, ready for taxi. Jet Pilot Cinnamon, welcome, man. Thanks for the host, buddy.
November 11816, taxi to the runway 29er via Charlie Alpha.
Charlie Alpha, November 11816. Okay, I need to turn my transponder on.
Portland ground, American 309 for today. Contact the tower.
I probably should get the spot code in there first.
I believe I didn't tell you, but you can cross runway 18 at Alpha.
Cross 18 at Alpha, 11816.
Monitor tower 120.9 American 309.
Okay, so 2020, and yeah, we're ready. We're ready. JPC, how'd the flight go tonight, man? Guess where I'm flying to by the end of the night tonight? In the Eclipse. I'm attempting to go to Bayport. Good Fixins has convinced me. Alright, taxi lights coming on. Oh, they were already on. Don't want that. Okay, let's look around here. Nobody coming off our left. This should be...
November 11816, hold position. There's 172 coming up to Charlie.
Holding position, 11816. So, Kenny, do you mind sharing the clip with Mr. Mike Sonante there, sir?
44, push on Alpha for advisory attack.
Push on Alpha for let's know.
There was the traffic coming in there, so get out of that guy's way. Yeah, so Kenny Monster has a little something to show you, JPC, that you might be interested in.
Portland ground, 7 Julius Bravo. Thank you for the ride. It was great.
So,
No problem. Break November 11816. You continue taxi.
continue taxi 11816. Ah, so you did see it. Yeah. I'm not going to be hooping and hollering too much because the approach itself was ugly. But it was truly one of those that was a blind squirrel finding a nut. Oh, did we have bits on the line for that, my friend? I forgot about that. I got my 500 bits back. All right, good deal. For those of you that don't know, Jet Pilot Cinnamon and we have a gambling problem. He's usually pretty safe in the wagers that he makes because he's a lot better pilot than I am. But one of the wagers was something about being under 500, and so I managed to pull it off. That is Gulf. I don't want Gulf. I want one more down here to Alpha. But I just wish that I would have. Yeah, but you're 26 yesterday. It was like a legit textbook. Like you timed the flare beautifully. You were on the center line. You were in the touchdown zone. Mine was, yeah, it was not exactly textbook. It just ended well. So I would still say your 26 was nicer than my 17. Although I will say this, that's the lowest landing rate I've ever had. So, you know, I'll take it. I got to figure out a way. I got to get some light on my panel here, guys. I don't know how I do that, but I got to get some light on my panel or it could be ugly. Okay, so we were cleared to, this is runway 18. I don't see anybody down there. And that looks clear as well, so we'll go ahead and go past that. Bring my flaps back to takeoff. Yeah, this just seems like super. Oh, there we go. I changed that over to night. That's what I have to do. I forgot about that. That gives me some good backlight on everything. There we go. There we go. Cabin overhead.
November 18 Mike, ready to taxi.
All right, here we go, guys. Guys.
November 11816, monitor tower 120.9er.
Over to tower 120.9er. We'll monitor tower 11816. That'll give us a chance to put our departure frequency in here as well. Hold short of the line, and departure was 119.75.
November 11816, Portland Tower, wind calm, fly run a heading, run a 29er, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 29er, clear for takeoff, 11816. Okay, runway heading it is. Flaps are set for takeoff. Lights are coming on. Anti-icing not needed. Final is clear. Runway's clear. And let's get going. So it'll be fun. So yeah, Kenny, we don't really have much of a bet going because I'm afraid to bet him because he, like I say, he's good, but he continues to challenge me with bets about, you know, certain landing rates, and yeah, usually I don't win them. Every once in a while we'll have a head-to-head, just who has the best landing competition when we're flying comparable aircraft, but normally I'm smart enough not to take that bet. All right, we're looking again for 91 on the rotation. There's 60, 80, and 91, and away we go. Gear up. Pitching for 130 on the runway heading. Cinematic shot.
November 11816, contact departure.
Over to departure, November 11816. See ya. That's what happens to me. Every time I try a cinematic shot, I get way off. Departure, good evening, November 11816, climbing 1,500. There's our speed. $19.75.
Victor Tangus here, Mike Echo, flight heading 360.
All right.
Fly heading 360, Victor Tango.
I need to be leveling out at 3,000 here, don't I?
FedEx 1480, flight heading 360.
Let's pull back here. Let's try to get leveled off.
November 53579, descend and maintain 2,500.
Down 2,500, November 53579.
And departure November 11816 at 3,000.
Boston Center.
Uh-oh.
American 309, not yet, continue climbing.
Roger, American 309er.
November 11816, Portland departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climb maintain 10,000, 11816. Alrighty.
Aircraft calling on the airport, on the tower frequency, standby.
There we go. Altitude change. Let's do a nice healthy 3,000 a minute. Oh gosh. Having an issue. And I know why, because my speed, I accidentally got my speed down a little while ago, and so it was trying to climb to get my speed at 80. Right now it's set at 210. So this is another one of the quirky things about this plane is sometimes when you do ALT change, it works like vertical speed mode, and sometimes it works like FLC mode where it'll hold the speed. That's what it's doing right now, is it's working to get 210, and it's going to pitch for 210, which that's fine, but it's like, yeah, I'd like to know which is which.
Portland approach, hello, Sirius 1290 Whiskey 7000, information kilo.
Okay, so we'll fly into Boston. We will let the night lights kind of take effect, and then when we get to Boston, we will back the time slider up, and we will fly down to Bayport, and we'll see if we can successfully land the Eclipse at Bayport. They probably don't let jets down there, do they? JPC tears up that turf, I'm guessing. Direct Kennebunk, November 11816. All right.
53579er, fly heading 090.
090, no, 5579.
FedEx 1480, are you alright, sir?
Not particularly, FedEx 1480,
Ah,
Good night, FedEx 1480.
been there, done that, man. Okay, we're still in heading mode, so we're going to spin around here. And, yeah, by the way, those of you that have come over from Dave's stream, don't forget to check out the Virtual USA Flying Club. That's the club that's going to be hosting the Bayport event tomorrow night. It's going to be awesome. Let's just be honest. It's going to be awesome. Bayport is the unofficial headquarters of the group, and we are looking forward to bringing a bunch of traffic. We're trying to break our record of GA traffic. So yeah. Oh, good fixings. You've landed a Vision jet there. Okay, sweet. So anyway, go join the USA Virtual Flying, or the Virtual USA Flying Club. There's a little bit of a sign up. We just have to check and make sure you're a member of VATSIM, so it takes a little bit, but we have lots of admin over there to process your request, and we can get you signed up real quick. And then if you like GA flying, we set up probably 3 to 4 events each month. Some of them are ones that we just do as a club. We set those up as a club. But others are ones like this right here, where we tag along with other ARTCs or other virtual airlines or virtual flying clubs. And anyway, we have stuff going on all the time. It's an awesome group. You really enjoy it, and it's the perfect time to join, because tomorrow is, like I say, there's a giveaway, and we're going in. I'll show you the Bayport scenery, which is a fun little, I mean, it's a storied airstrip anyway. You guys probably know about Bayport, and anyway, it's a great time, perfect time to join the Virtual USA Flying Club. All right, so here we go. There's Kennebunk. Yeah, I just don't feel like I'm getting a ton of night lighting here. I hope this isn't the same deal. I had this problem with the 727 in the latest beta for X-Plane 11, where the night lighting was just not good. It was like something weird was happening. I'm not running 16. 3470, November 11816. Thanks for the event. We'll see you. Anyway, I need to update. I think there's beta 16 out there right now. I need to update to that. There's no doubt about it. All right, back to Sheed. Back to our friend Sheed. You know what? What I need to do is this. Boston Center, good evening again, November 11816 at 10,000.
Sir, 11816 Boston Center, hello, I'll fire for you shortly. American 569, contact Boston,
All right.
133.0.
Need to put that in so that I can go here and I can load my arrival. And
45, actually disregard, you're fine. Number 11816, climb and maintain 1000.
11,000, 11816. Yeah, not a huge change, but we'll take every 1,000 feet we can get.
Traffic. Traffic.
That's probably why. Okay, alt change. Yep, and again, it's going to try. That was dumb. I should have set my speed up.
Clear of
Roger, forgot about the climb. We'll go to 12,000 American 309er.
Okay.
traffic.
American 5011, clear direct Sea Dog.
Yep, there was my traffic. Did you see that? That was really cool. 1,400 feet it went below us. That was way awesome. Can I see that guy?
Center American 51, you streaming tonight?
Where is he?
I am.
I don't see him. He went that way. Maybe he was going in there to land. All right. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to check the weather.
Sent to you.
Clear of conflict.
We'll put this in Sky Vector, and we'll also check the ATIS. I have both here. Boston ATIS is information Bravo.
Boston Center, November 214 Charlie Whiskey. Can I do a practice?
And what the ATIS tells me, we'll check and see if this is the same as what Sky Vector is saying.
I have the time to vector you for it, but you may plug it at your own discretion.
Looks like 140 at 4. So a little different in terms of the wind direction, but not too bad. Altimeter is 2981. That matches up.
Boston Center, hello again. Southwest 1293, 10,000.
So that means that we are using ILS runway 04 right. Okay.
Keyline 257, to center maintain 10,000.
Which helps us here. Our ILS 4 right. Kennebunk is, Ocean 5, right? Ocean 5. And Kennebunk, which is where we're heading. And then do we have, is it the Goshi? I wonder. Let's look. Let's look.
309, descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway 4 right, the Boston altimeter 29.
4 right.
Send via the
Goshi.
Ocean 5 arrival, runway 4 right,
Yeah.
via Boston altimeter 2981 American.
We'll take
309er.
Goshi. That sounds good.
20, contact Boston approach 1.
Okay, very good. So we'll go Kennebunk to Nico on the approach. Gosh, I hope we didn't screw that up. We did. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it.
Fighting 230,
We might have just zipped. We were very close to. Oh, wait a second. Does that mean we were? Was that when we were close to the conflict? Did it vector us there? Does that happen? Well, I don't know. That's pretty cool if it did. Okay, where are we going?
Number 11816, climb and maintain
16,000,
16,000.
11816.
There, 11816 for traffic. Turn left heading 12. Yeah, turn left heading 120.
120, 11816. Okay.
American 309,
We're
contact Boston approach 133.0.
all right.
Have a good night.
120. We somehow have gotten kind of off our track here. And 16,000. I'm kind of glad he vectored me, to be honest with you. I'm a little worried. What we did was,
Contact Boston approach 133.0 American 309er.
FedEx 845 to center maintain 5,000.
okay, can we do this? Let's slow down here at 240. I'm a little worried. What we did was we put that arrival in when we'd already went past Kennebunk, and then the plane is like, oh wait, you can't use Kennebunk as a transition because it's back behind you. And what do I mean, that was kind of, I think, why it was like a little bit off. It wasn't knowing what to do. So that was a bad job on my part. Okay, so we're climbing. We're trying to hit 240. We're not doing much of a climb rate here, so let me back this off to about, how about let's go about 210. Really, our VY, I think, in this plane is something crazy like about 130. But we'll just back it off 210. That should get us a decent Yeah, between 1,500 and 2,000. That'll get us up to 16,000 quick enough.
Center American 5011.
All right.
Drop 50 miles.
Making progress.
American 5011, roger. Number 11816, clear direct ocean.
Direct ocean, 11816. Okay, that helps. I think we were off the beaten path there for sure. Flight plan, ocean, direct to, enter, nav. Okay, right hand turn, there we go. Oh man, look at that. Wow, that's pretty. Into the soup we go. By the way, we should be looking here. We are -4 outside air temp. Let's go ahead. We've got it. We might as well use it. There is weather down here. Sky Vector is...
Yeah, we'd like to request the RNAV runway 7 with the
Sky Vector saying most of our precip is here to the northwest of Kennebunken, so we're already past that. But sometimes this is a little behind what's really happening. And if we're in the soup, at this point in time, I think I'd much rather be cautious and as opposed to trying to push it. I've not yet had an ice emergency in this plane, and I don't want to have one. Okay. I can also go up to 95% N1. That's economy power setting, so that'll help our climb rate. Kind of lost sight of that a little bit there. Sorry about that, guys. Whoa, that looks pretty cool. Catching some backlight, and there we go. Just about breaking through. We won't quite get through it because we're only at 16,000, but
West Jet 223, climb and maintain follow 260.
there's some nastiness right up there for sure. All right, we're above 10,000 also. Let's go ahead and turn the landing and taxi lights off. Did I ever turn the strobe on? Boy, I did a terrible job of following my checklist. That's the problem I have when I do a quick turnaround is I neglect my checklist, or I don't go far back, as far back as I should on my checklist. I'm really bad at that when I'm bush flying. Get down on a bush trip and want to do a quick turnaround. I forget to set my trim and get the flaps retracted, and it turns into a mess. All right, guys.
Number 43, let's see, number 43813, wind 2703, running 23, clear for takeoff. American 163, verify, runway 4 right.
There's ocean. We're going to make a right-hand turn and kind of be making our way in.
30, cross Basie, add and maintain 8,000, LaGuardia, altimeter 2981.
So this is what we're expecting here, you guys. We went Kennebunk, then we were cleared direct ocean.
November 11816, descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway 4 right, the Boston altimeter 2981.
Descend via ocean 5, 4 right, 29081, 11816. All right, so then we were cleared here to...
Boston Center, Delta 943 with request.
Go ahead.
We'd like to begin initial descent now on this
where the heck's ocean? Why am I missing out ocean? Nico, Kennebunk, AJ, Rhodey, Euro, Looney. Must be page 2 of the ocean. Yep, page 2. There we go. So we're coming in on ocean. We need to be between 14 and 9,000 at ocean. And then we're going to be coming down here to water and down around to Joby and then back up to 4 right. Kind of like a a right-hand traffic pattern. So let's descend because we're almost to ocean. 33-0, November 11816. Thanks for the event, man. See you.
Take care, West 52, fly runway heading, wind 2509.
First, I'm going to get myself heading down. I need to be between 14 and 9,000.
Sir, 43813, frequency change
I
approved.
always like to err on the side of being too low.
Sir, 214 side, wind
Ah.
radar, service terminate, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. 214 Charlie Whiskey, thanks.
210, heavy traffic, 12 o'clock, 3 miles.
Okay, there's approach. And how about we pull the power back a little bit here, because we're doing 270. We're going to be getting down below 10,000. Austin Tower is 128.8.
Approach, Emirates Cracker 1930 heavy is established.
All right.
9830, heavy contact tower, 128.8, good day.
South to Emirates 9830 heavy.
American 569, turn left heading 180.
Left 20, American 569.
Okay, 210, descend and maintain 3.
See if we can get a word in edgewise here.
3000, still looking for the traffic, United 210 heavy.
Yeah, 210, traffic no longer a factor.
United 210 heavy.
Approach November 11816 on the Ocean 5, descending 14.9er with Bravo.
1816, Boston approach, Boston information, Bravo, current altimeter 2981, expect ILS runway 4 right approach.
ILS 4 right, November 11816.
JetBlue 1120, maintain 190 knots and descend and maintain 3000.
190 knots.
Okay,
3000.
we, how'd we do? 14,100 on that turn.
4.7, good.
We're a little high, honestly. We were supposed to be between 14 and 9,000 and 250. The 250 were okay. Actually a little slow. Our next hard altitude is above 9,000 at Terry, and again 250. So we're going to get the speed up here. We can see Terry, and that actually is our altitude arc, the blue banana or whatever you call that. So that needs to be 9,000, which is what we have set. 9,000. So we're in line to be there. We just need to make sure we're at 250. Let's just keep briefing the approach here. So once we get past Terry, nothing to water. We need to stay above 9,000 at Flutie. Then we need to be at 6,000 and 220 at Gabe, and then at 6,000 and 210 at Joby. So that's the rest of the Ocean 5 arrival.
American 569, turn right heading 310.
Right 310, American 569.
JetBlue 1120, Mandrel.
I still can't get over the traffic that shows up on the PFD here. That's so cool, man. That is so cool. Can I see those guys visually? Probably not. Oh yeah, there's one guy right out in front of me. Nope.
210 heavy, 8 miles from
Well,
Milks,
there's,
maintain 2000.
I think that's just runway lights. That could possibly be an airplane though.
Right, 010, separate code LS 4 right, United 210 heavy.
JetBlue 1120, traffic 11 o'clock, 5 miles, a northwestbound MD 83,000 will pass beneath.
We're looking JetBlue 1120.
American 569.
Okay, so after Terry, we have quite a while. We don't have to go straight down to 6,000 because we have to stay at 9,000 for 14, what am I looking at, 18 more miles. Yeah, so there's Terry. And then we have to be, we stay, yep, so there's 14.4 and 3.8, so, you know, that's a good 18, 19 miles. We have to stay at 10,000. All right, we're through 10,000. We're going to turn the landing and taxi lights back on. I am seeing that we're above negative freezing temperatures, so we'll turn the ice protection. Sorry, turn the ice protection off. And I need to double check. Do I have the altimeter? 2981. I have that updated. All right, we're good to go. Just a tiny bit, about 500 feet too high. Actually, no, we're not, because we're supposed to be at or above 9,000. So we're in perfect shape if we can maintain 250 on the speed. As soon as we level off, of course, we're going to slow down just a little bit. So I'm adding some power.
Right turn 310, JetBlue 1120.
And that's pretty doggone close, guys. 248 and a quarter. Oh, my strobes are going to give me a little bit of a headache here, so I'm going to turn those guys off. As soon as we get out of the clouds, we'll put those back on.
JetBlue 1120, 8 miles from Nabo, turn right heading 010, maintain 3.
And this thing is, it is not environmentally friendly.
Maintain 3000 till establishment for right approach. JetBlue 1120.
That is a
Target 309, never gave you a turn heading 220.
beta 14 glitch that you're seeing right there.
Sorry about that. My GPS automatically programs like different.
I just got to bite the bullet. I just haven't had time
the approach, so sorry about that.
to update to beta 16.
Flying 210, turning right into traffic right now.
All right, there we go.
Alright, fly heading 210 American 309er.
Put the strobes back on. Ooh, it's getting pretty dark.
Target 309, you're right through the localizer right now. Heading 270, maintain 4000.
Heading 270, maintain 4000 American 309er.
Okay, so we need to.
Traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles, 737, 4000 westbound. He should be out of the localizer here in a second. In sight for JetBlue 1120.
110.3 frequency. Course is 035. Elevation 19. Let's just brief this here real quick. Decision height's 200 above. And missed approach, we're going to climb to 3,000. Essentially runway heading out to Waxon, which is 14 miles away, and we're going to hold out there at Waxon. All right, let me put this information in here just to back up my my GTN 750. There's Boston. We do need to start descending here in just a second. Let's get all this stuff put in first. 110.3. Oh, that's in. Sweet. The last time I landed here must have been in Boston. All right, so that's in. And 6,000 after Flutie. So after Flutie, we have to go down to 6,000. We'll have that ready. And do we have a speed restriction? I don't remember. No speed restriction at Flutie, but there is one at Gabe. I'm sorry, there is a speed restriction. After Flutie, we have to slow down to 220 as well. So 6,000 and 220 coming up at Gabe.
Really sorry about that stuff.
Kind of see what we've got.
Expect the ILS runway 33 left approach. Turn left heading 140. Descend and maintain 3000.
Left turn 140 and down to 3,000. 11816. Okay.
Verify you've copied the configuration change. Expecting ILS 33 left now.
All right, we'll get that plugged in. We'll expect ILS 33 left, November 11816.
Thanks, American 163.
Okay.
ILS runway 33 left now. You can continue the arrival.
Configuration change, I guess. So down we have to go. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to slow down. Slow down, and we're going to start to go down. Let's do a healthy 1,500 feet per minute.
Delta will be out shortly. Altimeter tuner A2, and expect the ILS runway 33 left. You can continue on the arrival for now.
Okay, 33 left. So we're going to change our approach or our frequency to 110.7, and our course is 330.
Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 4 right approach.
Can you say again, please, for American 309er?
Left heading 070.
Now I can do this.
3000 until established. Cleared ILS
I'm
runway
going
4
to
right approach.
turn the CDI over to VOR.
Maintain 3000 till established,
localizer 1, and we're going to put the approach course at
Tower for JetBlue 1120. Nice job, sir. We'll see you.
330.
Departure American 2493, climbing crew 10,000 for flight level 180.
American 2493, Boston departure, radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
Bench Messier, Benchmeister. I'm sorry I'm mispronouncing your name. I'm doing great. Hello in Germany. Hello from Wyoming. Wyoming in the United States. I'm doing great, buddy. Thanks for checking in, man. Benchmeister.
Climb 7000, proceed direct Portsmouth, November 2.
I love the German language. I wish I spoke it better. My grandma and my mom both tried to teach me German when I was young, and I just was really interested in it, but just didn't quite grasp it.
11816, turn right heading 150.
Right turn 150, 11816. Okay, there we go. All right, missed approach now, by the way, is climb 1,500, then make a right-hand turn to 3,000. And we're going to go out to Waxon. So we're going to hold north of the airfield now, as opposed, well, no, it's the same essential deal. It's just a slightly different. We have to turn a little bit more to the right.
Contact Boston Tower 128.8. Good night, American 309er. You're doing a great job.
Okay, do I have tower preloaded just in case? Because it's going to get busy here in just a second. Boston Tower is 1288. I do have Boston Tower, and I know where the GA ramp is. So I'm going to be pretty much, I'll just be exiting.
November 11816, turn right heading 240.
Right turn 240, 11816. 240. Okay. Kind of on the base leg right now. I believe we're going to exit to the right off a 33 left. And no, I could be. Actually, I take that back. We might on 33 left. We might be able to just make a long rollout and then hang a right, and that would put us almost right where we need to be. So now JPC, now would be the time for me to float one out there a little ways. All right, Boston, where are you? There you are, Boston. Beautiful Boston. Love this airport. We're going to be level at 3 here in just a minute. I see we have a localizer and a glide slope, and I'm going to keep my speed up. We've got maybe a hair slow actually, so how about we try to get back up around 180 at least. The art of the long landing. Yeah, I do it all the time, not on purpose. But I like to tell everybody I meant to do that. I wanted the long rollout, man. I want to save my brakes, aerodynamic braking, paid for the whole runway, whatever pun you want.
For 11816, 4 miles from Cohas, turn right heading 300, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 33 left approach.
Right turn 330 will maintain 3000 until established, cleared for the ILS 33 left approach, November 11816. All right. Arm the approach. Again, I just want to practice, make sure that I know this thing will capture, and then I actually think I'm going to try to fly this ILS as soon as I see that I've captured the localizer correctly. I'm going to try to fly this ILS approach by hand. I need the practice because the last approach was it was rough. Let's be honest. It ended well, but it was not a good approach overall. I ended up too low. I was a little too slow. And by the way, I'm looking for about 110 on the glide and 95 over the numbers. well, 95 as a ref speed. Here comes the localizer. Let's see if we grab it. I have the tower frequency set. Okay, so I have correctly set that up to grab the localizer, which is cool.
Tower 11816, maintain 170 knots or greater until Nimoy, contact tower 128 negative.
170 or greater till Nimoy and over to tower, November 11816. We'll see it. Okay, I'm going to put tower in, and I'm going to put ground in. Ground is ground point niner, 121.9er, and then I'm going to hand fly it. Tower, good evening, November 11816 on the ILS, 33 left.
November 11816, Boston Tower, wind 300 at 6, runway 33 left, clear to land.
33 left, clear to land, November 11816. Alright, so I've got the glide slope. I'm starting my descent here. I need to maintain 170 till Nimoy, which I can see over on the right hand side there, so I'm getting there. And let's just see if we do better on the approach. The landing is not gonna, let's be honest, negative 17, that's a once in a lifetime deal. I'm not worried about that. Let's see if we can fly a good approach. Let's see if we can put it down on the center line in the touchdown zone. If I get the Mike Cilantro seal of approval, if I get 5 Cinnabons, in fact, I'd take 4 Cinnabons on the approach and landing, I would be happy. I'm already low, so I'm going to trim up just a bit, and I'm almost to Nimoy, and then I can start to throw stuff in here. In fact, I'm going to throw a notch of flaps in right now. I do have to start slowing down and getting configured. There's the bunny hop. Now I'm high. Trim, 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 trim. Ooh, nice colors. Come on, trim. Below 150, here comes the gear. Yeah, so I'm super high now. So I'm the opposite of what I just was at Portland. I think I have some time here. There's gear and final notch of flaps. So we're configured. That definitely was not by the book. Let's get it down to 110. I'm pretty steep here. I'm at 1,000. That's a little. I'm at 1,200. That's a lot. Let's get it back to where it should be, about 700 to 800. Be fantastic. There's my glide slope. Okay, there's 110. Okay, now we're sort of back on where we should be. Let's see if we can at least get the last 3 to 4 miles done correctly. A little crosswind off our left nose. Yeah, and I'm not afraid to just roll this all the way down past the fours if I have to. If I could get Charlie, that would take me straight. Well, no, Charlie's even a little early. I can't get back on the localizer here, guys. Fighting with it. Come left. There we go. I'm a little quick. I'll start to pull power here in just a second. Yeah, a little high.
Traffic. Clear of conflict. Clear of conflict. Traffic. Clear of conflict. Traffic.
All right, that was a better overall landing and a pretty good rate to boot. So that one's more like it. I'm bouncing all over the place. That was much better overall. It was kind of a bad transition there early into the approach, but overall, like I say, a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and get off because there's probably guys behind me here. So we'll take the high speed and just get out of the way. I can live with that. If I had 110 and I was putting it down like that the whole time, I would be a happy camper.
Denver 816, contact ground point 9, we'll see you.
Over to ground, 11816. See it. I'm on Charlie, I think. Yes, I am. Okay, let's hold right here. No, I take it back. I'm on Quebec. All right, let's see where the heck I'm at here, guys.
Runway 33 left, clear for takeoff, American.
Get me oriented here. I'm on Quebec. All right, so I'm right here. No, where am I? I'm short of 15 left, it said. No, 04, yeah, 22 right. Okay, so I'm right here.
American 1782, Boston
Sweet.
Tower, runway 33 left, continue approach.
Sweet. Ground point Niner.
Continue approach.
Boston ground, good evening, November 11816. We're on Quebec, heading to the FBO.
Number 11816, Boston ground, Mocha Hagati. Cross runway 4 left on Quebec, taxi to parking via Bravo. Good night.
Okay, we'll cross 22 right on Quebec and head on over on Bravo. We'll have a good night. I think that was a Cape Air saying.
Boston ground, is it okay that if
Mokata Haka something or other. I used to be a part of that virtual airline. It was fun. But they had some saying that they yeah, what is that again, Rosenberg? What'd you give me the yeah, Mocha Hagati, and that's part of the virtual or the Cape Air deal, right? Yeah. I had a lot of fun with that. That was back in my FSX days. Yeah. Yep, make our customers happy and have a good time doing it. Well, I've said it once. I'll say it again. I've said it many times, actually. You guys are the best. You're the best. You do a great job, and that's saying something because there's a lot of good ATC in VATSIM. There really is. And I'm not busting on anybody else, but you guys do a nice job. A really nice job. Way better than those New York guys. Oh, geez, sorry, Jet Pilot Cinnamon. Did I say that out loud? Boston John. Yep, I remember Boston John. When I was first learning about ATC communication and that, I used to listen to his stuff all the time on YouTube. It was a lot of fun. JPC is a real world. Well, I shouldn't say not. He's a real world pilot, but he controls on VATSIM, and New York is another area that does a really, really good job. And we're going to be heading down there here in just a few. We're going to get up here to Signature or close to it. And like I say, we'll shoot the time slider back a little bit. We'll make a quick flight plan down to 23 November. And I'm going to take you on a little tour of Bayport, the Bayport scenery. Give you a sneak peek at what you're going to see, what you're going to experience tomorrow at about this time if you team up with the Virtual USA Flying Club. And I am not probably exiting at the right spot here. I'm acknowledging that, but I think if I just kind of go around to the right, and I'm just going to find a spot to park. Signature is, I think, all the way down at the end of Bravo.
163 Boston ground, good evening, taxi to parking the Alpha.
There's another jet or two. Oh, hey, hello. That's more our speed right there. That's like some kind of a citation or something, right? I don't know. What the heck. Let's pull in next to this guy. I'm going to take another quick break, and we'll plot our strategy down to Bayport. I'll leave the engines running one more time. However, let's follow a little bit of a shutdown checklist here. So parking brake set. We didn't do a very good job. Landing lights should have come on a while ago. Taxi lights off. Strobe off. All right, that'll work. We're not going to let anybody out. Everybody has to stay in. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Victor 1580, Boston ground.
Boston ground, American 172. We'd like to go to the terminal.
Victor 172, Boston ground, crossway 4 left on Quebec, taxi to Park Alpha.
Cross 4 left on Quebec, Alpha to parking, American 132.
Step 1. Configuration. Back it up. 1 in the afternoon. There we go. Step 2. All right, let's see here. So kind of what's fun about Bayport from a GA perspective is the fact that you can fly all the way in there without talking to ATC. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. Spin down. Let's go New York TAC. So here's Bayport, and it's right down there by ISP, by Long Island MacArthur. So it's right down there next to a Charlie. But you have this little notch right here carved out that you can sneak into as long as you stay below.
1580, Roger, call for taxi, expressway 33 left.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
What happened there? What the heck? I haven't had that happen in a long time. Wow, what was that? Let's hope that doesn't start again. I thought I had that fixed. If you stay below 700 as you're coming in across the shoreline here, you can... oh, you've had that happen on the ground 3 times tonight. Ah, man, that stinks. So if anyone has this problem, here's what I finally found that fixed it. In XPilot or VPilot, even though I didn't have it as much in VPilot, it's all about your mic volume. If this is turned into the positive, it's essentially the same as getting caught in a feedback loop. So I always have my mic volume turned down, and then I try to have my comms, even though I don't use COM 2, I try to have those comms turned down as well. And I did not do that when I started this flight, so that's my bad. Okay, let's get off. We're not squawking Charlie anymore. Yeah, Kenny, it's back. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. If I want to try to let's see if we can do a little VFR down here, and let's see. It's one thing flying this little cutout in a Skyhawk, and it's going to be a whole other flying it in a plane that cooks around a little bit. That's moving. You can't just crank it in there at 75 mile an hour. So we will request flight following, and we will depart. I think what we'll do is we'll depart. How about we depart just southbound? And so we're going to get, let's see, what's our departure going to be? If we landed on 33 left, we're probably going to get runway 9er as our departure. No, that doesn't make any sense. Departing, okay, so we're going to be, landing and departing 33 left. All right, so if we depart, let's just say we're going to depart southbound, and let's just say we're going to come down here somewhere we'll try to we'll get up and over the top of Green State of Providence. We'll just aim for Block Island. Okay, and we're going to be VFR, but we'll put Block Island in as kind of our transition, if you will. And then we're going to just stay out here away from Long Island until we get out to about here. And then here's again where we have to be careful. Okay, so as soon there's a little chain of islands here, we can go inside that chain of islands as long as we stay below 1,500. That's that shelf, and then we can get in the shoreline inland if we stay below 700. And again, doing that in a Skyhawk is one thing, but doing that in the Eclipse is going to be something completely different. Okay, did we get our... or just to be safe, we're going to bump this up to about 1 hour and 54 minutes. But I say we give it a try. So that means our flight plan is going to be a little different here. So we're going to switch this to VFR. We're going to go Boston. We're going to go 23 November. I'm just going to say it'd be ISP if we divert. It's 23:39, so within the next 10 minutes we'll be rolling. It's about a 54-minute flight, they're saying. We have 2 hours of fuel. We're going to rock, man. We're going to 250, and we are going to go heading west. So 12.5, pretty high. Go southbound. And we're going to be Lima. Now that we know that, Rosenberg helped us with that. Thank you, sir. And all right, does that look good? That looks good.
It stands for make our customers happy and have a good time doing it.
And what?
What do you mean?
Disregard.
Okay, here we go. We do have a delivery, so I need to go over to that first. I'll get off ground. I'm not going to bother Rosenberg with this. He's too busy controlling this spider web of a taxiway. 12165. There we go. A Boston delivery, November 11816. 12165. 12160. Oh, gosh darn. 121.
Taxi via Kilo Bravo. Crossing by 4 left, hold short runway 4 right.
12165. Blink right there. No, I still didn't get it. Goodness.
American 812, give way to a Delta 737
12165. Struggling. There we go. Delivery, good evening, November 11816.
November 11816, Boston clearance.
Yes, sir. We are an Eclipse 550 slant Lima requesting VFR flight following southbound to Bayport. He's like, why are you VFR?
11816 cleared out of the Boston class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at 3000. Departure frequency 133.0. Squawk 1466.
Cleared out of the class Bravo, maintain 3000. Departure 133.00. Squawk 1466. November 11816.
November 11816, read back correct information. Delta, expect runway 33 left. Advise ground 121.9er for taxi. Good night.
Call ground for taxi. Thanks, 11816. All right, let's set that altimeter excuse me, let's set the squawk, the transponder code 1466. We're going to go ahead and just turn that to altitude reporting right now. I know it should only be on. Actually, probably should only be on. Yeah, it should be on. And we're going to go to ground. Ah, jeez. First time GNS 750. Ground November 11816 at signature with Delta ready for taxi.
Number 11816 Boston ground, runway 33 left, taxi via Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short, runway 4 right.
Bravo Charlie, cross 4 left, hold short, 4 right, November 11816. Okay, boys and girls, let's see here. Taxi lights coming back on. Don't need any anti-icing just yet. I do need to pull my flaps up. Okay, on to Bayport. I have officially been cyber-bullied to turn this into a 3-leg trip. Yeah, doing it right now, Kenny. Let's do this thing, man. We need to spew out more of that black avgas smoke. Oh, is that a... Is that a... that's not a spot to get on taxiway Bravo. I guess I could have went. I'm a bush pilot, right? I could have went across that little bit of grass. Would have been all right. We're going to land this thing on grass anyway. We should have tested out the tires. Yeah, I think about the lawn crew. Have a hard enough time keeping this place looking nice. Yep, we're going to go down to Bayport, Kenny. About another 54 minutes, according to SkyVector. And try to do a VFR-style flight in a plane that is going to be traveling about twice as fast as what I'll be flying tomorrow. Tomorrow night I will be in, I think I'm going to be in the Turbo Aero, which I can get that baby down to about 70 without much of an issue. Okay, so we're Bravo to Charlie, and then we are going to hang a left on Charlie, and that's going to, we'll be able to clear or cross 4 left. Look at all these big heavies, man.
Heavy 747-800 from right to left. He'll be passing in front of you and then joining Charlie.
Look at all those big heavies.
Alright, we'll give way to the 74 guys.
Oh, there's a guy coming in. He's on 3-3
heading
heading out. Oh, hey, what's going on? What is going on? Somebody's doing replay mode or slew mode. What happened there? Did I just see that? Did I witness that, or is
2395 crossway 4 right on Charlie, hold short, runway 27.
easy, big boy?
Cross, 4 right, Charlie, hold short.
Easy, big boy. All right, we got some traffic ahead of us here. We may need to kind of be listening.
That's 4045, continue taxi.
Alright, thanks. Continue taxi, Scouts 4045.
He's going to get in our way here, I think. Maybe.
American 2140, give way to an Eclipse jet
To
from right
us.
to left on Bravo. Once he's clear, taxi to parking via
Give
Alpha.
way and caution, wake turb, my man. Come on, we got to keep it rolling here. So looking for Charlie, and that should be one more, not the next one, but the one after. You can see
1580, cross runway 27
that guy
on
right
Charlie,
there
Monitor
is who
Tower,
we're
13
probably
connect.
following.
Okay, cross 27 at Charlie and
All right.
the tower, American 1580, thanks, connect.
Tower, I need to put that in, 28.8.
Ben, sorry, Sky was 4045. You want me to just cross this runway and follow those guys?
Affirm.
Alright, thanks.
Oh boy.
16, give way to a heavy 747-800 from right to left on Charlie.
All right, we're holding for traffic, 11816. Yep, we're not going to win that fight.
American 2395, cross runway 27 on Charlie, Monitor Tower, 128.8, good day.
You're right, Kenny, man. This thing is small, but powerful. And it takes about 15 of those 20 minutes just for all that black smoke to clear out. Just me and all my friends flying tonight.
Delta 5619, you're on ground. Delta 5619, Boston ground taxi to parking via Bravo Kilo. I'm sorry.
All right.
Give me a minute. My volume's messed up. You were too loud. Okay, Roger.
Geez, ground. Why you gotta be so loud?
You can continue taxi.
Continue taxi 11816. Okay, so we're gonna follow these big boys out on Charlie, basically all the way down to the end of 33 left. We'll cross 4 left, 4 right, and niner. How does Dane Flat say it? 9. You know,
West 4045, cross my 4 right on Charlie, hold short on my
Rosenberg, they can't help it if you just like to accentuate. And you're full of excitement, man. Making the customers happy.
West 4045, negative short at 27.
Okay,
All right.
short of 27.
Looks like the runway's clear. We wouldn't want to get caught out here with one of these big heavies barreling down on us. You're doing a good job, man. It's probably past time for you guys to shut it down. I appreciate you hanging out.
Holding short of 4 left.
528, cross runway 4 left on Quebec, taxi departing the Alpha.
Alright, cross 4 left at Quebec and taxi departing the Alpha.
West 4045, cross
Not sure how many of these little tiny jets would be dumb enough to come in here. Oh, I should have requested cross 4 right on Charlie, hold short 27, 11816. I should have requested 33 right. Gah, what was I thinking? That's the only runway I have not yet taken off from at Boston. I wonder if I could get airborne in 2,500 feet with this plane. Oh well. Okay, so we're cleared across 4 right. Nobody there. Nobody there. We're going to get to the next runway. Charlie kind of takes a little bit of a veer to the right, and we're going to hold short, although we'll probably, with any luck, be cleared across because they're not using runway 9/27.
Number 816, cross runway 27 on Charlie, mile tower 128.8. Good day.
Crossing 27 on Charlie over to tower. Have a great night, man. Thanks again for an awesome event. We'll see you next time.
No problem. We'll see you later.
Okay, there's tower. Boink. And let's put 33-0 in there for departure. Come on, big fella. He must be holding for the guy in front of him. I don't think you'd get this close to a 747 if you were taxiing behind him, would you? That thing would probably pick this plane up and just flip it end over end. $28.8. Is that where we are? I don't remember if he said monitor tower or contact tower.
Skywest 4045, runway 33 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 33 left.
Comes some traffic in. That's awesome. I love the amount of traffic. The volume of traffic up here is just wonderful. It's just always busy. It's like Atlanta. It's just always busy. And when you're kind of ready to take that next step and get some steady ATC, some steady traffic coming in, going out, this is a fun airport to do that. It's a super confusing taxiway. It's just like Charlotte's Web. It's all over the dang place. But it doesn't take long before you sort of figure out where you're going.
Skywest 4045, runway 33 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 33 left, Skywest 40.
Okay, we are cleared to cross 27. Again, we'll just take a peek. Nothing out there. Nothing back there on Niner. Niner's the one that they used to depart. I got some OSM issues, man. I've got some bumps in this airport that I shouldn't have. Okay, there you go. See you later, man. Safe flights. It is, man. It's got to be one of the hardest
Dallas 4045, contact departure.
one of the hardest
Over to depart.
airports to learn as a ground controller because it is just like all over the place. Laser 22760. Thanks so much for pushing that follow button. Welcome to Prop Culture. And yes, we're in a biz jet in the middle of prop culture, but it's every so often. It's like cleansing the palate, I guess. Yeah, and there's like little doomsday predictions like or situations like when you're landing on 33 or 15 right.
November 11816, Boston Tower, runway 33 left, line up and wait. Expect a 2-minute delay for wind turbulence.
33 left, line up and wait. November 11816. Just kind of talking with some of you guys. It's like how do you turn an airport with 59 runways into a single runway airport? Well, you get winds that favor runway 15 because there's only really one runway you can use. But yeah, you guys, like I say, you do a great job. You move a lot of planes in and out safely, and I never feel like uh, you're upset or irritated when I screw up, and I really appreciate that. That's why I keep coming back, man. I'll promote the heck out of you guys as long as I can. 2-minute delay. Big boy is getting going ahead of us. That's okay because that gives us a chance to just check our before takeoff stuff off the list. I'm seeing a 33L. Yep, 33L right in front of me here. I think they wanted to give me a 2-minute delay because they didn't want the 747 to feel bad when I blew past him on departure. All right, so we are, by the way, let's set this up first of all. Takeoff checklist. We're going to put the strobe on. We're going to put the landing lights on. We do not need anti-icing. Altimeter is set. Altitude is set. 3,000. Yep. We are going to be. We'll probably be given runway heading. Would be my guess. If not, we'll change that right quick and we'll turn southbound. If we go toward, you know what, I'm going to cheat just a little bit here. This is not exactly what you do VFR, but we're going to cheat just slightly. Delete the flight plan, and we're going to go from Boston. We're going to go to direct Block Island. We'll put that in there.
November 11816, caution wing turbulence and trail of a heavy Boeing 747. Fly runway heading, runway 33 left, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff 33 left, November 11816. All right, flaps are set. Lights are on. Altimeter set. All right, we're ready to go. Looking for 91. Climbing out at 130. Airspeed's alive. There's 80 and 90. Positive rate, gear up. There's 130, pitching for 130.
November 11816, contact departure, have a nice flight.
Over to departure, November 11816. We'll see it. Oops.
792 ILS 33 left America 955.
Oh my gosh. Suddenly my nose is going down. What is happening here? Wow, that was crazy. I don't know what just happened there, guys. I tried to engage the autopilot and it shoved my nose down. At departure, good evening, November 11816, climbing through 2,100. Let's level off at 3,000. Wow, that was really weird. It was really weird.
Aircraft check out Boston approaches on the landline second, please.
Yes, sir. November 11816 at 3,000.
November 11816 Boston departure, radar contact, VFR climb to the Bravo is approved, proceed on course.
All right, VFR through the Bravo is approved and proceed on course, November 11816. All right, so we were cleared up to 12.5. But before I do that, I want to just, oh, did I hit altitude select? I bet that's what I did.
Boston approach November
All right,
53579er.
let's get this situated here. Oh boy,
Copy, over.
that's not good.
535-700 Boston approach, IV 555, observe you squawking emergency, say intentions.
Roger. We suffered elevator and aileron damage. Managed to control the plane, but trying to get a landing as soon as possible. November 557.
November 535-79er, Beverly at your 2 o'clock, 8 miles, report inside.
All right,
Roger.
that's not good. Not good. Okay, so the heading essentially is 214. So I'm going to keep this turn going around to probably about 190. We're going to say direct to okay. And oh, you know what? I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to go CDI back to GPS mode, then we'll nav it. So we'll head, we're going to head toward Block Island. We're going to keep our eyes on a swivel here, our head on a swivel, try to stay clear of traffic. And we, so we're cleared. This initial shelf is actually this initial shelf is to the surface. And when we get out 10-mile ring, gosh, I used to have this pretty well memorized. We can go to 3,000, and then at that point, okay, all right. So we're steady. I don't have any traffic in front of me, so I'm going to go ahead and take a quick look at this with you guys. Okay, so initially, like I say, we're 7,000 to the surface is the Bravo. This is 10 miles. Then we are at this shelf, which is the same, well, almost to 3,000. So we could climb up and above 7,000 and get up to 12.5 like we wanted to, or we could stay at 3,000 and just poke along here. We do have the Providence Charlie that's coming into play here. What's this last shelf here? The 30-mile shelf. This is 20 miles. And the 30-mile shelf, what is it? Yeah, so actually I think what we'll probably do is we'll get 20 miles out from Boston, and then we will go ahead and we'll climb on up to 12.5. Now that'll just get us up and above everything, and we won't have to worry about it. We can speed up a bit. I know we're only at 3,000 right now, but we can at least get it up around 230, 240. Okay, what was I? Oh, I was getting ready to change this altitude. 12.5. You can also do this. I always forget about this. Have that ready to go. And again, we're cleared to transition through the Bravo, but we still have to be watching
Southwest 2000, contact Boston Tower,
for planes. Our TCAS is helping us. We've got something. We have something right here that we have to be paying attention to. It looks like he's going to be passing to our right. I don't see him yet on this TCAS. Oh, is that him? Clear over there? That guy's saying he's on the ground. I don't know if that's him. But like I say, we can't just climb out without, without any regard. We have to kind of just stay aware of what's going on. And again, once we get to 20 miles away from Boston, we'll be all right. You know what, though? Do I have... I don't have the... I thought this had the ability to put the map on there. It doesn't, though. So that's interesting. All right, so the question then becomes, how do I figure out how far away I am? And that's a very good question. Okay, here's my traffic. I do have somebody that's 5,000, 6,000 feet above me right now, but he's off to the left. There he is. So I'd probably be all right. Now this guy's closing on me. He's at the same altitude, so I probably should go ahead. Let's just make our change here. Now the speed always gets me, so let's put our speed up to about 240. Let's do an altitude change, and let's start our climb.
Contact Boston Center 134.7.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
1347 American 955, say yeah.
November 11816, contact Boston Center 134.7. Good day.
Over to center, November 11816. Thanks for the event. We'll see you.
Megan 955 Boston Center, welcome back. And are you okay joining the localizer from that angle, or would you like me to smooth it out a little bit?
Okay, we're going to go ahead and kick it back up to 95 on the N1, and we'll get the heck out of the way of this guy that was behind us.
About 4,000, clear left 33, left American 955.
Boston Center, hello again. November 11816, 4,300 climbing.
November 11816 Boston Center, meow, welcome back. And Lima Bravo, altitude, your discretion.
Bravo, altitude, our discretion. Appreciate that. November 11816. I wonder if I can do this. The Boston VOR is 112.7. If I plug that in, do I have any kind of a DME? I'm wondering. I have not messed around enough with this.
Boston Center, American 1503, 2000, climbing 3000.
Yeah, I've not messed around as much as I probably should have with this, but the main question I'm having is if I'm 20 miles away from Boston yet or not, which it doesn't matter now that he's given me VFR altitude at my discretion. I think he's probably noticing that there's nobody in front of me. So he's like, get on up and out of here. So that's a great question. Rosenberg, if you're still watching, or Jet Pilot Cinnamon, or anybody who's a real-world pilot, talk me through this. If I was cleared, or if I was given flight following and cleared through the Bravo, maintained 3000 by the controller that gave me the departure, and then I was cleared on course. When I get to this ring, that's the 3,000 to 7,000 ring, should I have stayed at 3,000, or am I okay to try to climb up above 7,000? Now that I'm thinking about that, that kind of puts me like right in the middle of this shelf between 7 and 3,000. I think I'm above it now, but I mean, if I try to climb out, it puts me right in the middle of it. In the Bravo, I need to full. I need to follow. So I should have stayed at 3. And then once I'm out here at 20, then I would have been okay to climb out. Is that right? Man, practicing VFR stuff is so interesting. Signed instructions. Alright, so I shouldn't have started climbing until she'd said VFR altitude at my discretion. I should have stayed at 3,000. Okay. Alright. Okay, well here's where it's going to get interesting then. Well, I'll be at 12.5, and then I'm going to be at 12.5 until I get down to Block Island. Once I get to Block Island, I'm going to take it off of GPS mode, and I'm going to put it on VOR 1, Nav 1, and I'm going to start to track these VORs here. And I do need to stay. I've got to be a little careful because there is this. Well, no, I don't. If I just stay outside of the island chains here, I'll be okay. Because this is a. Well, no. There's 2 of these deltas. Yep. So I have to stay wide of the. So I really have to kind of stay more out here, so I can stay clear of this East Hampton Delta and whatever this is, Delta. Okay. Alright, I'm going too fast, so I'm starting to porpoise up and down again. Let me pull the power back a little bit. Get slowed down. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to actually tune in Block Island, and I'm going to shoot off of Block Island at about a 240 until I get out to right around here-ish. So let me whoops, I might have lost that. Ah. 240 out to somewhere in here will get me well clear of. In fact, I could probably go 230 and stay clear, and that would get me. Yeah, so that would get me on about a 150 off of what is Hampton. So 240 off of Block Island. Out here to 150 off of Hampton. Yeah, that'll be good right there. And this ring here is 10 miles, and then I can turn more. Let's see, what would I need here just to be safe? Just to be safe, I really need to just start picking up the shoreline at that point in time. And just angling my way back in, trying again to stay outside of this delta. And then I'm looking for these visuals. Smith Point Park. This little National Wildlife Refuge. If I can pick up this point, I think I have a fighting shot. There's a little bit of a, there's like a marina here. I need to go find that. You know what I'm going to do? I have information available to me. I need to just go find it. Let me go. This is what you get right now. This is what you get if you join the Virtual USA Virtual USA Flying Club, you get information like this. Back to Bayport, get a little bit of a briefing. And where is that? 23 November info. Thought we had a special, maybe not. I thought we had a special sectional for Bayport. Mike, what am I misremembering as usual? New York Skyline route. Maybe this is it. Nope, this is for the Hudson River. Okay, never mind. I thought at one point we had a special sectional that showed us all these little waypoints and little visual reference points, but maybe not. That's okay. We'll get it figured out. We will, as long as we've got it.
1503, descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway 33 left, the Boston altimeter 2982.
We will put this bad boy in here. Oh no!
Descend via Ocean 233 left.
No matches found for Bayport? Come on, man. Okay, that just that makes this significantly more challenging. All right, well, we're gonna do it. We're committed. We're gonna do it. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Checking in with you. 350, just getting ready. TOD. Dear Valley 1386, Boston Center, good evening. I'll lower for you shortly. And for now, plan on the ILS runway 35 approach. We'll play an ILS 35.
All right, so anyway, Mike, I'm gonna mess up the calls, the VFR calls, because I know you're supposed to make one while you're out over the island, and then you're supposed to make one at the marina, and so I'm probably going to mess that up. So it's good that we're going to have another briefing here soon, because that'll be good for me to review. Try K23 November instead. All right, let's try it.
Boston Center, does everybody doing stop? Climbing through 1,900.
Sure enough, Mike Sanante. What don't you know, man? Seriously. Okay, well, that'll give us at least a fighting shot at where we're supposed to be heading. And now currently, this is going to, what I'm looking at right here is going to turn me direct Bayport. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to be coming off of Block Island on a, what do we say, 230? Looks like 235. So let's do this. Let's load this up. 235. Block Island is, it's a Sandy Point VOR. 17.8. Put that in there, be ready to go. And honestly, we can start the descent. How about we go down to, we're going to have to be there anyway. Let's go all the way down to 1,500. I would say we're sufficiently clear of the Bravo.
801 Papa, radar contact 10 miles northwest of Provincetown. Clear to the Albany Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 14,000. The Boston altimeter 2982.
Get to Albany on file, climb maintain 147.
And actually, so I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to, the shoreline downwind base to final. Okay. Are you expecting runway 18? I guess I need to figure that out. Should I be expecting 18? When's your calm? It'll probably be easier for me. Probably be easier for me to land on 3.6 that way. That guy's having fun.
1014 Boston Center, hello.
Shoreline downwind, base to final. Okay.
Up to 13 we go, 1014. Where have you been all night? Fighting with X-Plane. I tried to get out a little bit earlier, but the model matching wasn't working, and it was all due to Vulcan.
Bummer. Guess what? Guess who didn't turn their landing and taxi lights off when they got above 10,000?
Back at 2395, contact. Actually, before you go back at 2395, what is your airspeed?
Alright, so we're just about to block island.
I was going to say, I was 40, 45.
When we start to make that turn, I'm going to pop into heading mode and we're going to start to fly these VORs. We're going to see if we can sneak in there without busting any Bravos. Okay, there we go. And Center November 11816.
Go for it.
Yeah, we'd like to go ahead and cancel flight following.
Sir, 11816, sure. Radar search 10 minutes, clock 35, frequency change food. Have a nice night.
Fun event, Sheed. Talk to you next time. Okay, there we go. Squawk and Charlie. We'll enter that in there. We will. Do we have the ability on this plane to monitor? I don't know that we do have a COM2 where we can monitor New York. So New York Center, 2532. That is a drawback with this plane. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that in. And all right, let's spin this guy. Let's spin this heading around. Again, we want a 235 outbound. How close are we? Not too bad. Not too bad. Wait, 235. What am I doing here? Yeah, I'm way off actually. Alright. So let's intercept that radial. Here we go. Slant Alpha would be proud of me. BOR radio navigation. Now the kicker is, I don't know. I do not know if there's any kind of DME. So we're going to have to watch as we fly. We're going to have to keep an eye on the 750 just to see. But here comes our radial. It's coming in. So that's pretty cool. We'll lock on that guy. I'm estimating about 35 nautical miles on this leg. And we will know that we're getting close when we intercept. All right. Before I get there, let me get on this radial, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. Looks like runway 36 tomorrow. Well, I'm going to do 36 right now just because I'm worried about flying a pattern with this thing. Okay, let's. How bad of a overcorrection is this plane going to make when I slap the nav on here? Oh, not bad. Okay, so here's what I'm looking for. Again, SkyVector is telling me that this is about 35 miles, but I'm also going to just base it off of Hampton. I should be right on the 150 outbound. And at that point in time, I can turn on about it says 268. I'm going to turn 270, just due west. And that'll take me where I need to go. So let's put Hampton in there. And that's 1360.
Frontier 1117, flat at tennis, runway 13, cliff to takeoff.
And then we'll just oh, I can put that in nav 2. How do I do that? Is this nav 2? There's got to be a way to do that. I think this is nav 2. Com, standby. Nav 1. How do I change that? Menu.
Delta 1188, center maintain 7000.
There's got to be a way to do that, guys. Doesn't there?
American 2395.
Autopilot.
Pilot discretion, cross Briggs. Briggs
That's
center
awesome.
maintain 14000, Philly altimeter 2987.
Don Shop.
Pilot discretion, Briggs at 14,000.
GPS fixed distance on the right
40,
display,
45,
left
cross
hand.
Briggs, Briggs center maintain 14000, Philly altimeter 2987.
Oh, so is that my outbound DME? Don, first of all, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Good to see you, my friend. Secondly, thank you again, as always, for helping me out. That is absolutely a DME. All right, so we're counting out here again, approximately 35 miles. I was going to try to put nav 2 in here.
It's either going to be 6 or 8,000 as you cruise. So I'm still
I
working
think
on
we'll
that
just
clearance.
leave nav 2 out of there.
Yeah, no worries.
It's kind of cool though to have.
3 November Delta.
That's localizer 1. There's localizer 2. How do I change that? Nav 2.
American 1274, go ahead.
How do I change that heading though? I don't know.
Just plan for runway 22 right. It's
All right,
radar
we're taking
vector
that all
anyway.
off. It's too much to learn at once.
Frontier flight
So here we are
11,
down at
crossing the right
150.
coast, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and keep my speed at about 180 or so. I don't need to get too slow just yet. Jeez, are we even VFR? Are we even legal here, guys? Holy cow.
010 and down to 4,000.
Once we get to 35, we're turning
3124,
due
contact 040.
west. Preset that guy right there. And we're just monitoring New York right now. Mainly just because I don't want you just to have to listen to me yammering on.
Air France 7, runway heading, runway 22 right, clip for takeoff.
I don't know what the GNS DME display, but the right display have a DTW for GPS fixed distance. Well, I'm hoping that that is.
17A permitted. For some reason I didn't pick you up, but I got your radar contact. Turn left turn heading
So
310,
this is saying we are
12,000.
coming from the Sea Isle, Sandy Point VOR. So that's got to be distance from.
American 405, expect
You know
air
what?
runway 4
Well, I
approach.
can't do that because it'll mess me up. Let's do this. Let's just we'll make a little test.
Does 1188, turn 10 degrees to the right.
Literally learning to fly as we're flying the plane. Just how you draw it up. Okay, so if I flip over to
040 or
this is
050,
Hampton.
one of those two heading.
Are we closing in on Hampton? Yes, we are.
Alright, heading 040.
Yes, we are. I think that's what that is, Don. I think you just solved our problem, my friend. Thank you again.
Air France
Stay
7,
on that nav.
radar contact, turn left 130, cover
And
maintain
we're going to
2000.
trust our. I mean, we don't have to be exactly on the dot. Okay, what's 54.7, Don? What am I missing?
Contact Boston 134.7. Thanks for your patience, to be honest.
Thanks for the service, Robert and Boston. I appreciate it, man.
What am I missing?
A lot of stuff going on. Have a good one.
You too, thank you.
Frontier Flight 1117, are we able to go direct park?
Frontier Flight 1117.
All right, let's look out here and make sure we're flying the plane. This is marginal VFR right now, I would say. I mean, I don't know. Are we 500 below all that stuff?
Frontier Flight 1117. For some
I
reason,
don't
I'm
know.
not able to track you. Retag to transponder squawk
I don't know.
6717.
Recycle 671.
Yeah, we can go a little faster. I don't know why we're down at 180. We're in an Eclipse, for Pete's sake. Let's do this.
You are or you're not?
Just looking for something to write on, or do I not need to write, you think?
All right, there's Hampton.
Gotcha.
So I think we are definitely, I mean, this is here's our 10-mile ring. And we needed to be 10 miles away from Hampton to stay out of
Kilo Mike Yankee 001
that
Victor, center maintain 4000, flight
that delta, so
270.
that's a good thing.
The Hudson River is off your
I think
12
that
o'clock.
checks out.
After the
Let's
turn,
not
12 o'clock,
go
about
over
4 miles
250 though,
reported.
guys. How about 240?
That's 55, 10 left heading 310, send a maintain.
Okay, almost 30 miles.
On the heading, please.
So Don, we're attempting to take the Eclipse 550 into Bayport.
November 263, November Delta, turn left heading 220, climb and maintain 8,000.
First of all, without busting any airspaces, but secondly, trying to get it snuck in there.
Heading 220,
Short field. Yeah, I'm nervous. We've had 2 good landings, Don. 2 good landings so far, and I'm risking it. It's kind of like my last Kodiak Island adventure. I'd had a couple of good landings, and the third one went terribly, terribly wrong. I should have quit while I was ahead. But I'm just not a fast learner.
Traffic 11 o'clock, 2 miles, Boeing 737 heading northeast of 7,000.
All right, 270 is what we're aiming for after we get to 35, which we're just about a mile away from that. That gets us well clear of these deltas down here. And all right. Yeah, there's 35. We'll engage the heading mode, and here's what I'm proposing. Since we're using radio navigation, how about if we tune in Calverton here? And it's kind of tough to see, but there's 180, 190, 200, 210, 220. If I was to go, let's just pretend I'm going off of the 220. That's pretty close, isn't it? Yeah, that's actually pretty close. That gets me kind of where I want to be. I don't know if that makes any sense, but what I'm doing is I'm going to tune in Calverton, and I'm going to tune in the 220 outbound, and that's going to get me, when I intercept that 220, I'll know I'm roughly south of this little VFR notch there. So oh, the Fisk into Oshkosh. It's fun though, Don, right? I mean, I did it. I also did it. It was my second time, my second year, and here was my screw up, Don. I switched over to the wrong tower frequency, and so I actually did a complete fly over the runway and a go around, and I was trying to contact people and get a hold of the tower, and no one was talking to me, and I was worried I was in the way, and it ended up okay. I just did a go around, finally got connected with the right tower, and flew another pattern and landed it. But oh, you couldn't see the avenue? Oh yeah, that's hard. That is hard. Okay, what did we say? We're saying 220. Okay, so when we get to where we're lining up with that guy, we'll know we're close. Do you, Don? You're X-plane, right?
Then Victor 184, and then clear direct.
It's a Victor 16 Cedar Lake VOR.
When I did it last year, I did it in P3D, and it was a challenge because until you were there where the scenery was at, it was pretty tough to see exactly what you're talking about, what the railroad was, what the avenue was. But man, the ortho made a huge difference. Monstrous difference.
Alright, no worries. We can also just go back to VFR if need be.
Oh, is that right? I wondered about that.
2000, 180, that's 180.
American 405, send a maintain 3000, speed 180.
3000, 180, and speed American 405.
American 1224 New York, go ahead.
Check the GA chat in the Flying Club for pics. Okay, let's hop over there. What's going on? What is going on?
Sorry about that.
I've got some pics here. Ah. Somebody's taking the Cub into Bayport. Very nice, very nice. John Smith.
Contact Boston 134.7, safe flight.
Oh, there we go. The red arrival, the blue. Okay, so this is the go around, or not the go around. This is the right-hand traffic to runway 18, which, yeah, this is the one that we're using, that we'll be using today.
American 1580, contact Washington 133.72, safe flight.
See if I can blow that up any. Having trouble. Okay.
SkyWest 4045, if you keep the speed at 250, that's perfect spacing into Philadelphia. You can maintain 14,000 at Briggs.
Okay, maintain 14,000.
Alright, so I do remember there's a school right here. So you want to turn on this road right past the school, and then you'll pick up the aerodrome. If you come in the other way, you just essentially follow this little greenway. There's a little, like a little river and a bunch of trees, and then you have to turn before Sunrise Highway. Yeah, I'm going to try this. I'll be honest with you, if I screw this up, if I miss this turn, I'm probably just going to go ahead and enter the the right-hand downwind and bring it back the other way. All right. Thanks. Thanks for sharing that, JPC. That was exactly what I was looking for. ETE, Kenny Monster? Funny you should ask. The ETE is approximately 6 minutes. Ooh, I've got traffic coming the other way. Same altitude? Why would it be same altitude? It's VFR. Why is he... Oh, because he's eastbound, and I'm westbound. I'm the one that's on the wrong altitude.
260 November, just say that again.
I should be 2,500.
Is it possible you could give us an idea of which runway to expect, please?
Philly is landing west, so you can...
Right now, actually, it's saying here that he's above us a little bit. I wonder if we'll get a little traffic alert. I'm ready to take evasive actions if I need to.
American 1580, Washington made an oops. He meant to send you to Philly approach 128.4.
Okay, so I thought 128.4.
I think we have plenty of room in between us here.
Virgin 4, I got you loud and clear.
Maybe. Is he coming back toward me now? Kenny, I love how you have so much confidence in me, man. Train tracks past the school. Not the... Oh, those are train tracks. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Alright. We just flew right by something. Oh yeah, I always get this scenery issue for Newark. I don't know what's going on. Never did see that other airplane. I've got the Dojevsky design New York Airports X, and there's something I don't have installed correctly. I think it has something to do with the SAM jetways, but I'm not positive. Okay, so I am going to... I'm in pretty good shape here. I could probably start vectoring my way in just a little bit. I'm going to slow down though. Let's turn 030. Let's just start heading in a little bit here. Again, Hampton is
November 263 November Delta, I got the clearance from Philly. When you plan the ILS,
this guy here we have to stay away from.
I'm planning 279.
And
Issues with the
as long as we stay more than 10 miles away from that, we'll be okay. We will not break that airspace. Okay, but we do have to slow down, and again, we have to be...
November 260 November Delta, clear direct Enzu
We're good right now because we're
Clear direct N03
we're
November Delta.
1500,
American
but
2395, contact
to actually get in over the shoreline, we have to be at 700,
How do you spell N03
which
November Delta?
700 doesn't
EN.
bother me
Yeah, hold on.
as much as the just trying to be slow enough. So I'm going to try to get my speed under control right now. I'm going to actually try to get basically fully configured before I make my turn toward Bayport. And again, we're looking, we have confirmation here. This is the Hampton VOR. That's going to tell us when it's time to turn north, and then we do have some help here in the form of my glass cockpit. And we're staying 10 miles away from, actually that's Brookhaven. We're good. We're past where we need to be, so we're gold.
New York Center, American.
We need to start getting in here and picking up this shoreline is what we need to do.
Virgin 4.
Oops, I don't want speed here. I want heading. Let's turn in here about 330. Okay, there's 150. I'm going to throw a notch of flaps in.
39 and 10 departures with me. Squawk 6733. Departure squawk only, please.
We're almost direct to it right now. That's not my intention. My intention is to get to where I can see the shoreline, and then I need to be able to see. I was hoping to see that Smith Point Park, but I think I'm too far out. It does bank like a son of a gun, doesn't it? You know, the other plane that does that, it's also an Aerobask plane, is the Epic, man. That thing carves like a F4 Phantom, man. It sucker is gnarly. Okay.
There's an aircraft calling S-17. Say again.
Let's do this.
American 2964.
Altitude select. Let's go down. 700.
2902.
Inch our way down here. Don't have to be in a hurry.
Aircraft New York will be closing in 10.
We are, what are we? How far? I don't know.
Virgin 4A friend, let me just open up your flight plan again.
Approximately 10 miles. Again, I want to try to be as slow and controlled as I can be.
Kennedy 5 departure to Merritt, or radar vectors to Merritt. You're going to maintain 5,000 on departure, 390 in 10 minutes. The departure is going to be with me, the squawk 6.
And
just read back the departure procedure and the squawk only, please.
wish us luck. Feel like I've cut the corner too much here, so let's go back at about 310. Seems like there's a gap in Long Island that I want to turn. So I'm looking for that right now. There's like a little gap. Nope. Yeah. Am I right, Mike? I'm looking for this little gap. There's a little gap right here in the islands. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me wanting to see something. Thanks, thanks, Captain. Over.
Virgin 46733 for the squawk code.
Oh, there comes my my DME, or sorry, my radio. And I'm just gonna point it right at Bayport right now, essentially, and I'm gonna look for the marina.
Kennedy doesn't have a 33.
All right, I am gonna go ahead and flip over to Unicom. Bayport traffic, November 11816 at 700. We're just crossing the outer islands inbound runway 36 Bayport. So I'm looking for there's a little harbor or something in here. I have the hardest time finding that sucker. Look for the White House for the 36 entry. Okay. All right, going second notch of flaps and gear down. And I want to maintain 110. That's my approach speed. That's actually my glide speed. So I'm not sure how well we're going to maneuver here level, but we're going to go with it. Downwind Sim has it in his scenery. All right. Well, I should have it then myself. Why do I have a feeling that I'm going to end up making a right-hand pattern to runway 18 when it's all said and done? I've never landed runway 36 JPC. That's kind of why I'm wanting to try this. And also, it's like one less turn for me. Okay, so I'm looking for, again, and I'm not finding it. That might be it. Is that it? The little bay that takes me in? All right, coming off autopilot. We're gonna make our call here. What is it again? I don't remember. JPC told me, but I don't remember what it is now. Shoreline, thank you. For some reason I don't think this is it, but we're gonna go with it. Bayport traffic, November 11816, over the shoreline 700, inbound runway 36, Bayport. So now I'm looking for railroad tracks. I'm going to hang a right on the railroad tracks. Oh, I'm at 720 feet. I'm officially breaking the Charlie. No. Come on, baby. Where are you? I'm looking for the high school. Where are you, high school? There's a lake. I don't remember the lake. Is that my tracks? No. God, where are the tracks? Train tracks are coming up right here, I think. I think I see them. I see them. No, that's a road. Oh, crap. I think I screwed the pooch already. I think that's the road I'm not supposed to cross. I think I've put myself on the downwind here. No, I'm lost. I got to go back out and try that again. I got to go. That may be my harbor. Yep. At Bayport traffic, November 11816. We're heading back out over the shoreline. Okay, let's try that again. This may be... This might be that little harbor that I'm looking for. Man, it happens fast. Happens fast, especially when you're at 120. Like I say, I normally would be at like 70. Okay, so let's head out, and again we'll try this. Well, that according to this location though, I'm actually still to the east of it. So that must be, I don't know. You know what? Let's go up the shoreline here. Let's see what we can find out. Say reason for go around. Yeah, poor skill. It's in a big C, Rob is saying. So is that it? Am I on the right spot? I thought it was. I'm so cheating now. So cheating. Okay. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Wait, is that the high school? That's the school. There's the football field. All right, we got it. And Bayport traffic, November 11816. Over the shoreline again. We're going to try the runway 36 approach, Bayport. All right, so I've at least identified the school. Now, can I find the railroad tracks? And if I can find the railroad tracks, do I have the ability to land in a short amount of time? All right, there's the field. I have the field in sight. Okay, we're fully configured, by the way. Bayport traffic, November 11816. Right base, runway 36, Bayport. Gonna probably be making this a little bit more of a early turn than I should, but okay, here we go. Bayport traffic on final runway 36, Bayport. Left base. What did I say? Right base? Okay, we're cutting throttle and winging a prayer, guys. We're going idle. We're bringing the Eclipse in bush style. Oh no, it's a drifter. Hard landing and a bounce. And a go around. And trees. And we're okay. Bayport traffic, November 11816 on the go around. And I got to turn before the road. Okay. We're doing it again. We're doing it again. Bayport traffic, November 11816, left downwind runway 36, Bayport. Okay, I think I can bring it in a little slower than I had, guys. I think I was a little quicker than I even needed to be. So let's see if we can make the turn at about 95, which is the normal ref speed. So I'm not 100% sure this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Hey, I just broke the airspace because I got up to 900 feet. So I already screwed that up. Now it's just about trying to land. Bayport traffic, left base, runway 36, Bayport. 11816. Alright, here we go, guys. Still fully configured. Yeah, west of the river, you're right. Bayport traffic, November 11816, turning final runway 36, Bayport. And I can be a little lower too. I was a little bit high. It's not like I've got a bunch of trees, really. There's a few trees, but... Alright, we're in the white arc. I'm about as slow as I dare be. Here comes the stall horn. Cutting the power. No, there's no beta. It's all manual braking. And we got half a chance at this, guys. We got half a chance at this. Come on, baby. Get slowed down. Get slowed down. I think we might have done it. Now, again, it's a win. It's a good news, bad news thing. But because we did break the airspace, we busted the Charlie. But that wasn't bad. That first one was a clunker. I probably broke something, but yeah. I'll take that, you know. I'll take that. Whew. We might even look at that one on the replay. But anyway, here's Bayport, guys. This is our friend Downwind Sim has done a rendition of Bayport. Again, for the Virtual USA Flying Club and for anybody else who is interested in flying in this area. It's pretty dang cool. He's got some static planes. He's got some custom hangars down here. He's got that White House that JPC was talking about. That's a good visual reference point for you if you're landing on 3.6. And yeah. So again, come over, JPC shared the link a while ago, and we'll get you all the information that you need. There is a couple of sceneries that you're going to want to download, and they're available for free. Again, to the Virtual USA Flying Club members, we make that kind of stuff available just for fun. And yeah, it should be a good time. Now, I will not be flying the Eclipse into Bayport tomorrow. I promise you that. Like I said, I think it's going to be the Piper Turbo Aero for me. That thing has a top speed of about 130 miles an hour and can creep and crawl in here nice and slow. Nice and slow. All right, let's stop here. We will get it shut down, and then we will take a look at that replay. Lights can come off. I blinded everybody coming in with my taxi lights. What else do I need to do? I need to get the flaps up. And I don't have any anti-icing on. I can turn the gens off. I can turn the bus tie off. Starter battery can come off. Engines have been running for a minute. Turn them off. Everything is cooling down. Turn the battery off. And let's disconnect. And let's go check out this replay, you guys. Just 'cause. Kind of want to go all the way back and look at the negative 17. All right, where were we? Here's where we were doing bad things. All right, here's the flare. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, buddy. This thing at those low speeds, man, it is a wobbler. There's like such limited control. All right, that wasn't half bad. That was not half bad. All right, Kenny, enjoy your flight, man, with BW. He's controlling, I assume, and we'll talk with you tomorrow. You'll have multiple people that will be streaming, so you can multi-twitch. Oh, that's kind of weird. All right. Now, I'm satisfied with that. I'm happy with that. Thanks, Good Fixins, for convincing me to do that. That was a lot of fun. All right, so let's just talk real quick about what's coming up on the stream. Of course, tomorrow night, we've already talked about it several times. We'll be here in Bayport. And then how about this? So we follow up the... why are you shaking? You're turned off, buddy. I don't know why it's shaking. Replay mode. You're done. Okay. So we follow up the biggest event for the Virtual USA Flying Club with probably the biggest event for the Backcountry Bush League. Bush Hooligans, whatever you want to call it. But we've got, normally we call them Bush League Mondays. And we do the first Monday of every month. We do a little Bush League event. Well, we have a special one for August. We've got some guest scenery developers. We have 5 guest scenery developers who have made Montana airstrips up in the Helena National Forest area, and we also have a sponsorship. Mr. Vertical Sim Studio is going to be donating any one of his airports to a winner that's going to be drawn at random from the event. So that, instead of being a Bush League Monday, is actually going to be on Saturday, and we're going to move it up. Instead of being at our normal 8 o'clock Eastern time, it's going to be at 3 o'clock Eastern time, which is 1900 Zulu. So we've got the Bayport thing tomorrow. We've got the Bush League. We're calling it the Potluck Picnic or something like that for Saturday. Should be back-to-back really, really fun events. And then Tuesday for me, I'm going to be, let's see, what am I going to be doing? Gosh, it's August already. Tuesday, oh yeah, we've got Fly the Big River. We've got another Virtual USA Flying Club event on Tuesday. And so it's like 3 days, boom, 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 back to back with events. We'll be doing that in the Cessna 150. That's out in the Washington area, around kind of around Portland. Flying the Columbia River should be a ton of fun. Um, Thursday, I don't have anything on the docket yet for Thursday, the 6th. We'll come up with something, I'm sure. And then Saturday, the next Saturday, the August 8th, is the Boston Tea Party, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to be back doing the Boston Tea Party with you guys. So anyway, that's kind of what I've got going on. Let's catch up with the chat here really quickly, and just make sure I say my adioses to everybody who came in. Yeah, good fixins telling me to slow down. Kenny Monster with the Save Us Baby Jesus. Yeah, JPC, there's a reason only the small GA planes fly into there. Yep, yep. Don Shop gave me a little credit for the go around. Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to make it there, man, but this thing luckily got it up and rocking and rolling. Rob was trying to help me locate that marina there in the Big C. Um, let's see what else. There was a lot of guys that came in tonight, and I'm probably not going to be able to hit everybody here. And yeah, Don was talking about the Fisk approach into Oshkosh, and gosh, I want to thank everybody for coming by. Thank you, 757 Spy for the raid. Thank you, Jet Pilot Cinnamon, for the host, and all the new people who jumped along. Laser 22760. Who else was? I had a couple other guys early on that Mateo V Rod, Ryan D 1944, Alcanub, Keela, Rojaso, lots of different people. I look forward to getting to know you guys better, and hopefully you'll stop by again. Normally Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays with the occasional special event like tomorrow. And Mondays if we do Bush League Mondays and stuff like that. All right, gosh darn you guys, what a night, what a night. Let's see, what do we have? Should we go? You know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna call it right here. You guys, there's a lot of people on streaming right now. You can go check out any one of those guys if you'd like, and we will see you guys back here tomorrow evening around 8 o'clock, I think. Is that right, JPC? Yeah, for some Bayport fun. Again, thank you so much, everybody. Have an awesome evening and a great weekend if I don't talk to you. Take care. God bless.